learning. But mostly that happens to me on the side too.
The token Nexus on the end of Isior's pew is totally Archon.
Yeah, right. I saw him and I was like, "Isn't that?" I was like, "I played that guy before."
Who's Archon?
Don't worry about it. He's definitely not important to Critical Role Season 1.
I technically listened to Critical Role Season 1, but a lot of it went through one ear and out the other. But I did technically listen to it.
The accents were pretty similar. I found, like, for Critical Role in general, I have to listen to it as a podcast. I can't watch the live streams because A, too long, but B, it's good for driving back and forth from work for me.
Oh, 1 second.
See, the fact there's usually at minimum 6 to 7 people makes it very difficult for me to listen to it because there's so many people talking.
That's fair, and they all went British-ish with a couple of exceptions. For accents, other seasons like 2 and 3, the voices are much more distinct. So for me, it's easier to follow. But I could see why you might think like Percy and Vax are the same person, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd always find it hard to listen to like podcasts because my brain is small. So I'm like, man, there's no visual stimulus in front of my face. What's wrong with me? I can't listen to this.
Well, see, you got just do what I do, and you listen to a podcast whenever you're playing video games or driving or working.
I could do that.
I can't. I don't know. I can count on my fingers a number of times I just sat down and listened to a podcast and didn't do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, it's totally a multitasking entertainment.
Dishes. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, the only time I think I've ever listened to a podcast and just listened to a podcast is when I've taken a bath.
I have a tub in my master bathroom. It's where I store toilet paper.
I mean...
You've never used it?
No.
Dude, baths
Honestly,
are great.
That's fair. That is fair.
It's fair, I can understand it, but I highly would recommend baths. Baths are wonderful.
But when do you really have time for that, though? You know,
at night, usually. Like,
Before bed.
if it's after work and I've eaten dinner and I'm not doing anything and I'm reading a book, I can go in the bath.
Yeah.
Do you have a glass of wine?
Sometimes.
Are there candles?
Yeah. No, I'm not that fancy. I'm not fancy enough for candles.
Bro's having the time of his life in that bitch.
I could just now picture Brickus just sitting in a bathtub with a glass
Oh,
of wine.
Brickus loves a bath.
Fur everywhere.
Brickus
shedding
fucks
off
with a
of
bath.
All
He
this
fucks
stuff.
in the bath, too.
Brickus has probably taken, like, besides washing and hygiene, maybe had a few experiences of just, like, relaxing in a bathtub and then got yelled at because the hair got everywhere. But then, to him, it was worth it.
By the way, I heard that. Oh my god! Under your breath.
I
What was
mean,
under my breath. That was.
I mean,
oh my god.
I mean, it's great.
You know what I'm about.
Taking a bath.
Yeah.
All right. Are we all here? Are we all ready? Are we all set to go?
Never, but yes.
I mean,
Aye, Captain.
Look, our ship is in trouble. Whatever will we do?
Could everybody who wants to join the ambiance link, and everybody, even if you don't want to, please roll me a d20.
Except for me.
There it is. Oh.
Oh my.
Josh, you've been dethroned.
Finally.
Are we in court, by the way?
Oh no.
This is a church.
Remember?
I know you haven't really seen one before.
I was gonna say,
remember session before last when our guy was getting attacked by vampire. Well, actually, you know what? Someone's gonna do the recap. Why am I explaining this shit?
Yeah, you don't need to tell.
Oh, you have a good point. I guess I have to reroll.
Damn.
Woogrew,
Wooger was so
Hey!
close.
I wasn't dethroned.
please inform me and everyone else here what happened last time on our Dungeons and Dragons adventure.
So, the council and us were having a conversation. That shit was going pretty good. When they went to drop the magic, inspect all the other fucking people at the council, shit popped off. Jordan chopped this man's hand off, the one who's dead on the fucking altar. Or was dead. Excuse me. In that situation, combat broke out. The tiny squad ran up to try and get the gem to activate it, while others fucking fought and slew like absolute fucking champions. The door was thoroughly held by Cyrus as well as Edwin, making sure that the rest of the compatriots were not going to be slain. Others had fled for their lives. Many people died. Knights were being betrayed. People were undead. There was a shitload of crap going on. There was also the whole bunch of fucking people who ran for their fucking lives and teleported the fuck out of there like absolute fucking sissies.
Pussy boy.
And in the midst of this combat, we managed to get the magic down. The magic barrier down so they could actually start casting again. Some people started casting, some people started fleeing for their lives. And then, at that situation, Brickus demonstrated what for me to be fucking bugbear and absolutely decapitated everyone who was the fucking big head honcho in this situation, one after another. It was the most amazing thing to witness of, terrifying man who's empowering all the thralls and other shit that were in the room to suddenly just, oh, look at that, his head's on the floor rolling away.
Funny how that happens. Funny how easy it is to lose your head.
Son of a bitch.
In that situation, the remainder of us, some wounded, some heavily damaged, others trying to just survive, quickly healing up or protecting each other to make sure that the heals can go off, others running around to collect or capture and slay others, managed to finally finish off the remainder of the betrayers and others who had taken up, refuge with these vampires and the Lorebane or assumedly Lorebane anyway, but they were brought up in this situation of the conversation. At that point, we collected the Dean, and I assume his hand. If not his hand, he's one hand down.
You got his hand.
Alright, good. In that situation, we had gone looking for a temple that we feel like we could trust. There was one that was suggested, and it was quickly put down as we were previously assaulted, the party was previously assaulted at that temple, so they went to the Temple of War. It was at this situation that some of the party was being cautious, scanning around the room, checking for stinky undead. At that point, there was confirmed that there was, crazy motherfuckers in this chamber, or was previously, that some were marked as undead and other, so curiously within the temple grounds. They made sure to take note of that, follow in pursuit of maybe, and then with that, we have returned said Dean to life at this point, I believe, as we had basically all sat at the pews and listened to the prayers and gave prayer to bring back the Dean.
We will pick back up. You all hear the Dean gasp for breath, choking out the sounds of life. Unimitatable. As he struggles to sit up, the priest is there, the guiding hand, and a gentle but firm hand on his back, pulling him upright. Once again, war has shown her prowess. Our goddess has returned to us, the man needed now to light the darkness we find ourselves in. Thank you all for sharing your faith with me. This concludes tonight's midnight service. As you can understand, we have some business to discuss. I must care for our recently returned Dean. Eyes of war watch over you. And with a murmur, you see many of the people beginning to get up and filing out, looks of awe on their faces.
We're doing resurrecting today, kids.
On this holy day, just like Jesus, we raise the dead.
Brickus
This is
will
the
wait.
third day he's dead.
Brickus will wait for the church to clear out, and once the practitioners do, he'll look over to the dean and go, "So, safe to assume you believe us now?"
Belief is not the word I would use.
Is it faith?
Forgive me for speaking ill of the gods, but I have very little faith in this current situation.
Well, not the god's fault this time.
But war is here to assist you all. If the church may offer anything, I do so now on their behalf.
Quick question.
Yes, from the ferry in the back.
Is there a time limit to to how long it takes for you to resurrect somebody?
The ritual is an hour long, and it requires a magical component that I no longer possess.
That is quite pricey, I might add.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know.
If there is
believe-
some assistance monetarily that the college can offer, you may count our assistance in. And you can see, despite his obvious weakness, there is strength in the dean's voice.
Yeah. We'll just. I guess if there isn't a time limit specified, then we could just do it later. I was thinking of Arlong.
Arlong is a
Too late.
Yeah.
yeah. His soul has passed on. I mean, maybe some very high level stuff could bring him back, but he's been corrupted to an undead.
Yeah, that's some 9th level shit.
Yeah, we're a little late on that one.
Had to ask.
Imagine we bring Arlen back, like, all right, Rugu, we can get out of here. We're done with you.
All right, fine. Fuck
Yeah.
you guys. I'm out of here.
Hey, can you
Hey,
fuck
give us back
off?
our shit, Wugru.
Nah.
Give us back the shit. Give us back the
No,
egg.
we just make Josh play two characters.
Oh, no.
He would fucking do it too.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Wugu and Arlong just have an RP conversation amongst themselves.
The hardest conversation.
I
between
can't
two
actually do
people.
the voice.
You can't do the voices.
Rather than that's so
Thank
wrong.
you.
All
Talking's already hard enough as it is.
right.
I think I'll fuck up your throat trying to change your voice that much.
Talking is a curse amongst us all.
Oh god. They're multiplying! They're multiplying!
My brother.
I'm Arlong, Arlong's twin brother.
Oh,
L long.
L long. He took the L long ago.
The L is long gone.
Uh,
We took the big L when Arlong was one missing. Anyway. No.
So, wizardy types, what is our next move since your former most high of education is back to replace your interim most high of education, who was actually a
Right.
demon
Or an
Damn.
undead-ish fellow working for the vampires who may or may
Yes.
not have infiltrated your College of War.
think it's a
Isior,
vampire. Like,
seems your job is vacant once more. We'd love to have you back on staff if you'll take us.
We'd love to have you venturing with us too, Isior.
Oh!
Hey, if the job's open,
Between my old job and the new life that
Yeah,
I found,
we don't
adventuring-
give health benefits. You don't get an office. You don't get tenure.
yeah, none of that's in our
What if-
wheelhouse.
What if I could help provide some sort of a home base situation?
Hmm.
Set up a teleportation network for you. Perhaps that way I could, remain away from the front lines, as it were.
Will this home base have hot tubs?
What a sissy!
Make certain of it, Brickus.
Then I vote
And
this
warm
plan
beds
of getting
for
each yours
Edward
old.
and I to share.
Oh,
Huh?
well then.
Oh, wait. What did he?
Each are really shooting a shot right now.
What did he? Wait, what did he say?
Easior's really shooting a shot.
No, actually,
'cause-
literally, what did he say?
He said warm beds for Edward and I to continue to share.
And she'll goes, I knew it! I fucking knew it! He liked it!
yep.
All of you are making fun of me. Look at him.
Yes. We're still making fun of you.
All I'm saying is, when you're as charming as me, it's not surprising.
Fair. You're the only one here, charming.
Isior and Edwin's pillow talk aside, I assume we got business to discuss.
Whatever. Say you're awfully gentle when it comes down to it, aren't you? And I say gentle, like that.
Yeah, he'll shrug. Like, yeah, that happened. What do you want me to say?
We do have business, but I am struggling to keep my eyes open.
Sounds like a concussion.
I mean, coming back from the dead, if it's not right away, does leave you a bit weak.
Yeah, I'm assuming we gotta give time to round up the rest of your council that teleported away when things got rough.
Can't blame him.
Yes, Archimond, make sure you have loyal deputies. Once you trust and know their faces, round up whoever got away. We'll meet them here, and Thalarian will nod. As I said, the church is open to all of you. May I offer you hospitality? And he gestures towards a blank appearing section of wall.
Dude, you
I-
can offer me.
It's,
You
that's
can
a
offer
very
me
nice
a bath,
wall.
something hot to eat, and something cold to drink, please.
I'm gonna look at the wall.
As you look at the wall, one of the priests walks over to the wall and presses on one of the stones. Immediately, you see the outline of a door.
That's a
which you
neat
will
trick.
then slide to the side, revealing a set of stairs leading down.
You know, this is
Many
the second...
thanks for your hospitality.
Thing.
There are beds aplenty for all of you to rest.
Um,
We will sleep in the chapel tonight.
I do have to ask, is this common? This is the second temple that had a secret like this.
Well, so that's not his voice at all. Hold on.
Who was that? Hello?
that was yeah.
Who's possessed by the
That
spirit
was-
of Elwong?
That's Erlen over there.
Well, so what you may not know, Fana, is that churches are some of the oldest buildings in any country. In the time of the gods, many of these buildings still stood thousands of years ago. It's actually incredibly common to find secret repositories in hidden areas in ancient buildings such as this.
Huh. Usually the buildings don't last as long.
Not less protected by God, I suppose.
No. More like the big guys are more active and blow up the buildings.
sense.
I guess no sense in no reward in blowing up a church.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be surprised. This one time, she looks around the room to see who's in
Yeah,
here.
would you like to admit to something that'll
She looks around the room
blowing
and
up
is like,
variety?
she looks around the room and like sees who's in here, and she goes, "Story for another time."
Mm.
Would you like
you
that
you all
fish?
have a wonderful evening. Don't get bitten by anything. Again.
Yeah, maybe when you're hiring new guards, have them try to eat garlic or something.
Oh God, yeah. I heard that works. Maybe like I don't know, have your meetings out in the open air in the daytime.
Yeah.
Make the way, fill the wash basin with holy water.
Nah,
You all make your way
set up a
down the
moat.
stairs.
Make sure it flows.
You can see just at the bottom of the stairs there is a
Hot
door.
wizards in your area. I don't want love. I just want sex.
9 beds.
See my orb. Click here. Bibbity bobbity, bring that sweet ass over to my tower, baby.
Off of either side of it.
There are a lot of doors. I assume we're free to peruse and open doors as we see fit.
If you would like, yeah, feel free.
Oh, it's another sermon room with a
Oh.
book.
Gee
Marcus,
willikers, mister.
the weight of Isior's words hit you as you walk into this room. It appears ancient in here. Something about the softness of the edges of the stone, the indented nature of the bricks in the walls, the way the pulpit appears to be, or the altar appears to be one piece carved from the same stone as the room. It feels like this room is older than the city it's situated in. This is an ancient holy place.
I will try to be extra respectful in this room and try not to break anything. As I'm just kind of looking around out of curiosity, but also just to make sure there's no one hiding in any of these rooms to surprise us.
Feyre, the Most Highs are going to scooch past you to find beds to rest in as Dean is laid down by Thalarian.
I don't know. That looks like an important room. I don't know if we want to go in there.
Whoops. Open the door. My bad.
That looks. I mean, that looks like an important room. We should probably leave that one alone, unless it's like a vampire casket or something.
I'll walk right in here.
This is just a bathroom.
Hey, so I'm real lost.
Well, where'd you go?
No, I walked into the room with the rest of them.
Oh.
Awkward.
I don't know if you could.
At the bath.
Feyre and Cyrus poke in. You see an acolyte wrapped in a towel with his feet in a steaming pool.
He's like, get out.
Understandable.
And a
Like it.
kitchen.
Looks like a kitchen.
Back out of the room real slow. Sorry, guys.
It is a simple enough hideout, but one
Who
that
said
has
that shit?
served the followers of war well. Thalarian, the head priest.
Yeah, just looking for a free bed. I'm assuming there isn't one in here.
I mean, this is the only spot where beds are. I don't need one, so
May any of you find rest here.
Well,
All right,
the stair-
I can just
are the-
get in this one.
Are the stairs the only entrance between outside and in here, or is there another secret passage or something?
It is the only one known to me.
Great. All right. Marcus will stay here for a while and just keep a watch, seeing as they were just recently enough to fight with vampires.
I will return above and seal the entryway.
Be
and
careful,
we'll
by the
enter
way.
while we live.
Be careful, by the way. The last priest we saw over here got well assassinated by the vampires.
Followers of war are not so easily toppled as the scholars of Mentor.
Got him.
Ooh.
Ooh, you heard his head. You heard his head.
Valerian, you mentioned sealing the upstairs. Say we had to get out of here. Is there a way we could get through, or would we be sealed in here as well?
Press the same brick on the opposite side. Any of my priests or acolytes can show you.
Thank you. Thank you for this and your hospitality.
He makes his way up.
I'll just turn aside to go like, well, at least they believe us.
They'd be stupid not to. They saw it with their own eyes.
Or you say that in the room with all the people.
Hey, I still have telepathy, bitch.
Okay, all right.
Nah, you're probably
Ignorance
too
is-
far away.
Well, at least it seems like everybody survived.
That's at least all the council members survived. The guards were not so lucky.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
lot of burn.
There's a lot of
Rest-
dead guards.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Since it looks like there's not enough beds for everyone, I think Brickers will probably just grab like an extra pillow and a blanket, and we'll position to sleep out here.
Okay. Fluff up your usual bedroll with an extra blanket and a pillow.
Exactly. Yeah, he slept in worse.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeps in the pillowcase.
Oh God, no! Gotta be a big pillowcase.
No, it's Fayetta.
Oh yeah, a pillowcase is a sleeping bag for you.
Alright, Fluffy sleeping.
Basically, yeah.
Alright, are there any other things anyone's doing before you get some much needed and deserved rest?
No. At least not for me.
I assume
Ken?
there are handles on these doors? Like, what kind of handles? Ring, turn?
Ring and latch.
Alright, Wooger's gonna use some string and tie a bell to that.
Okay.
Paranoia.
While the door's open, or do you close the door?
I'll close the door.
Okay.
Valid
Marcus
Valid ass
immediately
paranoia.
wakes up. Is that a bell? Comes over and opens the door.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding,
ding,
ding.
Everyone draws weapons. Who's there?
Oh,
What
Marcus
time
cuts
is it right
Wooger's head
now?
off in the confusion.
Oh no. What time is it right now?
It is after 1 a.m.
Oh God. Okay.
Actually, my notes say it's after 2 a.m. It's late.
Oh,
Like it was.
Oh my God.
It was night when you went to your meeting. You had a long meeting, then a long fight, then a long trip, then an hour-long resurrection.
Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah. I guess we're going to bed then.
I can't wait to wake up
Fucking
at 10 a.m.
Yeah, for real.
That's not work time.
I mean, yeah. If we want 8 hour long rest, yeah. Shit.
Yeah, baby. Gotta get that sleep.
All right. Your rest is uninterrupted. Cyrus keeps an eye out all night, and Brickus is not awoken by anyone coming down the stairs either. You are all able to get the benefits of a long rest.
Oh.
I am so surprised. Normally, when we was like, "Yeah, we take your hospitality," we get immediately betrayed.
Last time we took someone's hospitality, they poisoned us.
Oh, can we retcon that I asked Isior to look at Jordan's axe?
Sure. He doesn't have identify. But he can tell you it's a very powerful magical object. He doesn't recognize it. It may be unique.
It may be what?
Unique.
Artifact.
Unique New York.
I'll also ask if any of the other wizards
I swear, if none of these wizards know identify,
know what it
Oh,
is.
blow them up.
A classic
The
problem.
dean
dating
knows
back to
identify.
Erlaw.
Are you gonna ask the dean to cast identify right now?
Only
mean-
him is crazy.
I'm
To be fair, we
going
did
through
say-
the other character sheet.
we did save his life. I mean, we kind of we did save his
Do it.
life.
Let's deal with it in the
You owe me
morning
right now.
afterwards.
Quinere has it. Quinere has identify this guy.
Because it doesn't need to be prepared for wizards, or wizards don't have to have it prepared. I'll ask, like, hey, can anybody tell me more about Jordan's axe? What made it special?
It was frosty.
I believe I can be of some assistance.
I would be
Yeah.
grateful. Thank you.
Just a few moments. He'll ritually cast identify and let you know that this is a weapon called Blood Drinker.
Blood drinker, huh?
He gives a bit of a shudder as he tells you about Blood Drinker.
Man's quaking in his boots over there.
Consumed by a creature with an evil alignment. Well, I'm out. This is a nice one, though.
You were reaching for it. No, I'm kidding.
God.
All
Who's
right,
evil?
well,
That-
thanks. And I will keep my warden sword. So, but I'll until we find a spot to stash this here axe, I'll hold on to it.
Hells yeah. Alright.
And I
retcon that.
thank Quinare for.
He's more than happy to. You saved his life. Alright. Night passes into day. You all awaken to the smell of porridge.
Oh boy,
Delicious,
porridge!
Delicious, delicious.
It's so tasty.
oh my god.
I missed that line.
A priest will come in with a large bowl of porridge, and an acolyte will come to take over for the one on duty who watched the dean all night.
You're free to go jerk off now.
Take it to bed.
Edwin,
He's Jakey.
you are roused. A bowl of porridge is proffered to you.
I wake up in like a very shaky, like, oh fuck. I look over at the bowl of porridge and I go, and I look up at them and I go, "You're not gonna poison me, right?"
She shakes her head.
You want me to eat it before you?
That didn't work out last time. And I'll just grab it and just eat.
I mean, I'm still
Excellent.
immune to poison, so.
You might not. Yeah, you might not even know. You just nothing.
You
will
might not
happen.
even detect it. Like last
Yeah.
time when I waited for you guys to eat the poison and it didn't matter because you couldn't detect it.
Fayetta.
Well, I just wasn't impacted by it.
You are
Exactly.
offered a bowl of porridge. Fayetta, you are offered a bowl of porridge. Do you accept?
There you go. Yes, I do accept. I couldn't hear it.
Okay. Isior will take one. Wooger, as you come running by, she glances at you.
Yes, please.
She will give you a bowl of porridge. Running.
I will immediately sit there on the spot and then start eating it with no utensils.
Excellent.
She'll give Quainar one. She crosses back over. Indus gets one. Nadine and Archimon get one. Enrith gets one. Brickus and Cyrus, you are offered bowls of porridge. Do you accept?
I politely declined, saying in my current form, I no longer need sustenance.
She makes a strange gesture and nods her head.
Don't mind him. It's been a long night. Thank you. I'll take a bowl.
I died and came back, and when I came back, I don't need to eat.
You are reborn.
Sure, if that's what we're calling it. I don't know. I feel like I came back wrong, but there's that.
He's built.
I'm an
incorrect.
oversharer.
Yeah, Ty, this is a lot of sheriffs that when you just met who's just trying to give you breakfast.
I'm sorry. That was probably too much information.
She makes another different ritualistic looking gesture.
It comes in handy for watching over places. So there's that. I also don't need to sleep.
She sort of realizes herself and finishes handing Brickus his bowl of porridge and ladles in Cyrus's portion.
I mean, Brickus could probably eat mine. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'll gladly take his portion.
He's a growing boy.
he gets bigger than this.
Do you happen to have honey by any chance?
Any what?
Honey.
I'll see what I can find.
If not, no big deal. I'm not trying to be a nuisance.
I dig through my bag, and I think there's some mixed in with the rations, and I hand it to you.
Oh, thank you. I pour it generously over my oatmeal and just eat it in like 3 gulps.
I'm really going for the bear part of the bugbear, huh?
I mean, what I'm hungry. What do you want me to say? Killing vampires makes an appetite.
Oh no, I agree.
Hungry business.
I'm the smaller.
Yeah, totally understand. So did they say how long we were gonna be cooped up down here?
They're not gonna keep us down here any longer than we need to. I'm sure we can leave whenever the fuck we feel comfortable walking back out into vampire-infested streets.
Fuck yeah!
Archimon
Damn.
is very angrily eating his porridge.
He's I was about to say he is upset.
He got his ass kicked. Remember? I think he lives with like
I don't
HP.
remember. I wasn't there.
That's fine.
But yeah,
And when
he's
you
the
look
most-
over and learn that he got his ass kicked, he looks bad. He's got a black eye. His arm is still in a sling.
I go,
Well,
hey, buddy,
Edwin,
happens
yeah,
to the rest of us.
Archimon nearly died. He's also the most high of military.
Right.
and this is the biggest.
And the
stuff.
only non-wizard member of the council.
Oh, I didn't
What?
realize you aren't a wizard.
He doesn't look like one, does he?
I mean, I
that's gotta
figured
be-
everybody on the council was a wizard because it's the wizard
I mean-
council, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could know a little war magic. Yeah, war mages are a thing. You could know a little war magic.
Oh, I know
And
plenty of. Never mind.
Good. No. I want to hear this one.
That was a really bad joke.
Oh no. Trust me, jokes are my thing. Let's hear it.
Uh,
No, come on. Are you shy?
I'll get you started. Guy walks into a bar, says "ouch."
God damn.
I just look at Cyrus and I go, what? I go,
oh
What
shit!
are
It
you
was just
fucking
gonna be a
talking
pun about being a warlord. That's all it was gonna be.
are you sure?
Yeah.
You're not there.
And I squint at him and I go,
You still have your mask on. so
I
you
don't
can
know. Yeah, but I'm just looking at him and I go, I really want to hear this.
The temptation to cast command to
But hey,
make it.
I don't
Man,
think that would
tell the
go
joke.
over well.
But,
Well, I
I-
mean, you know what they say. You can't swim in fur until you climb a flower.
no.
I'm
No,
already
I
gone.
grab him. I like
I'm
try to
already
grab
gone.
him. He's
I'm
already
already
gone.
gone. You don't know where I am. I'm already gone.
I tried to turn around and grab him. He's already gone, and I go,
Gotta check out this pool.
God damn it! Fucking sayings don't even. Those aren't even a thing. God.
I think Big is gonna. Is this like a hot tub area or is this like a cold
Uh,
pool?
it appears to be a natural hot spring. It perhaps is one of the reasons that this place was built here.
Brickus is going to dress down and fully engulf himself into the water and just close his eyes.
Just
I
like,
also like
no.
how I'm corrupting
No.
Ugru as well.
She's like, it doesn't even rhyme. You can have something make sense if it, or it does not make sense if it rhymes. And then there's just, and I turn to this guy and I go, you don't understand how hard it is.
And then Ugru turns to you and goes, "You can roll your marble until you smooth the gravel."
Oh my God. It's 7 in the morning and I want to drink.
Ma'am, it's actually much closer to 11. It's nearly noon. You
It doesn't
take quite a
matter.
bit.
Drink time.
It doesn't matter.
Apologies.
Drink time.
I start sobbing a little bit under the mask. It's horrible.
Everyone calm down, the dean says. I'm sure our plucky adventurers have some plan of action. They're the experts in vampire fighting, and we should hear them out.
I'll
They
walk
came
over,
to us for assistance.
nodding. I like nod. I go, and I walk over to Isor and I go, he knows that we don't have a plan, right?
I mean, our plan was kind of show up here and see what happens.
This kind of was the plan, right here, right now. If he doesn't know that, we shouldn't tell him. But still,
I think now is a great time to workshop a new plan. Perhaps.
mm-hmm.
We have literal people who are jobs in planning and whatnot. Let's
5 of the most highs of the city are in this room.
We want to try and contact the other most highs that escaped, like your second in command, ECR, whose name I totally Cyrus totally remembers, but Dan does not.
The dean has sending. Shall I reach out to them or have them meet us here? I might count Indo, Ruba, and Cornell are the 3 survivors.
Ruba, that's who
That's who we're after.
Yeah.
Just get all of them. Might as well. Better to keep our. This is probably the one time where you want to keep all your eggs in the same basket.
He'll look to the acolyte. Please alert the head priest of the imminent arrival of 3 representatives of the college.
Hey, buddy, you think maybe you ought to lay back down?
One moment, and he will cast sending 3 times, explaining this is the dean. He needs them all to report to this church. Come immediately without speaking to anyone.
of your destination. And the acolyte makes his way upstairs. The 3 castings of the spell seem to weaken the Dean again, and he lays back against the propped up pillows with a heavy sigh.
Alan,
Mm.
how? I'm trying to remember how long did it take for you to recover from dying?
Shit. To be honest, all that's pretty much a haze.
Yeah.
Because I really don't remember. You tend to just have your head foggy for a little while. A few days, maybe.
Yeah.
Being dead is real crazy.
Well,
Just ask the dean over there. It's kind of nuts.
yeah. Well, at least the dean's gonna get actual medical care instead of us, you know, having to continually to fight the entire way through.
Yeah, true. I look at him and I go, "Don't worry." I forget his name. Like in character, forget his name. Dean. We'll have you up and running, tip top shape in no time, I'd imagine.
I'm sure I'll bounce right back.
That's the spirit. So, anyone else? Why don't we have a chat about strategy? I look at the guy who's supposed to be the war guy, and I go, eh?
I'll have the streets scoured, and he slams his spoon and a little bit of porridge. Oh, damn.
Maybe calm down.
Soldiers patrolling with lanterns of illumination. The
Mhm.
streets will be locked down. We'll need to institute some sort of curfew for the safety of the citizens. You'll all need to be deputized so you can order around any soldiers that you come across in the event of running into more fucking vampires.
Oh,
I don't have enough
deputized.
information sources in this city, though.
Oh, deputized. I never thought I'd hear that word.
We were deputized the first time around, remember?
Yeah, but that wasn't really
Yeah,
official.
but that one didn't really go well.
Yeah.
We got sidetracked. Anyway. And I look at him and I go, that's a solid plan. Well, are we not worried about the general populace being otherwise affected? Far be it from me to say that the vampires aren't going to infect literally every last person in your city, but
that was for the general populace. Remember?
well,
The problem right now with the fact that
we don't interrupt regular day trade, most of the problems will be with restricting of the nightlife. We'll be talking about the student body. Kind of stops, glances at Isior, then continues.
Let's be honest, student nightlife is probably going to ignore the curfew as much as they could.
What we need to consider more, in my opinion, is locking the city. If the vampires know that we're hunting them, we should be closing the gates, but that, more than anything, is going to create an uproar.
right, no one in, no one out. People start to panic.
A stop in trade would be the worst possible thing, chimes in Indus. We need to keep the appearances of everything being normal as best we can.
Yeah.
What's the best excuse for a curfew without telling the public that vampires are chasing them?
Disease?
That comes with its own set of problems, doesn't it?
A
Yeah.
nighttime-based disease?
Muggers.
Some plague carried by insects that are more active at night.
It's not impossible. There are some species of blood sucking insects, not dissimilar to mosquitoes, that well, they're not native to here, but we could say perhaps someone had released a large population resistant to the cold.
Came in on a ship or something.
It's not impossible. I could sell it to everyone working for me. All right, a curfew. Patrolling the streets. But that doesn't solve our information void.
It does not.
None of us knew of this or had time to put agents in place. I don't believe we have many contacts in, and Indus will shake her head. We still haven't been able to place anyone in the Remnant, in any of the cells working in the city. We know that the Blue Cloaks operate here, but they only let people into their sit-downs if you have, a blue cloak. And as for the Mist, they go by names. You have to know someone who knows someone.
Well, I can help out with the blue cloak issue. Shouldn't be too hard. I flap my cloak, and it is indeed blue under my jacket. I have it folded up under there.
Dean Gex, I'd like to amend my report. We do have an active agent in the Blue Cloaks. Recently deputized, in fact.
Yours truly.
That's something. That leaves at least 3 organizations by my count that we don't have an in with. So we'll have to be counting on what you can learn from the Blue Cloaks. You'll need to find anything that they know, anything that could be even related to vampires. What sort of business they could be running while undercover, what they want here. We have too many questions that need to be answered. And I think we're only going to get some of them from the damned.
I mean, based on our experience, the vampires seem to crave power. And secret cabal world domination kind of bullshit.
Right.
Hence the turning of the council.
Correct. So how did Johnny Warax wind up as the Most High of Education?
I think we were told
I put a request out to the council for...
This council or
no,
some other council?
The Council of 12.
What's that?
The governing body of Faerun. The 12 most high wizards of the schools of wizardry.
Cool. And so somebody from there said, "Oh yeah, we know this guy. He's great."
You'll love him.
Wait, do you know which?
Hands off to him.
No.
Do you know which wizards were the ones that appointed him? In the Most High? On the 12?
We received his application from the College of War, but we received over a dozen applications. His was just the one that was selected.
Is it typical for a war wizard to be interested in necromancy, or?
The College of War has its own reasons for wanting to make sure the College of Necromancy runs smoothly. We
provide quite a bit of support for their efforts.
Meat shields.
Yeah, many of you would know, if you have any knowledge of the current war effort, that the legions of Faerun are bolstered by the undead. The Galarian is not.
And that also sounds like it's probably one of the main leading differences in the armies, because extra bodies that aren't, or that are actually disposable in comparison, makes a world of difference. You notice if you play Fire Emblem.
Come on, Dean Gex, pick up a fucking PSP.
Yeah, come on, man.
Switch, but okay.
Yeah, Fire Emblem would never run a PSP.
Damn.
It's a Nintendo product.
Yeah.
I just gotta say, just the silence before actually it'd be a Switch. It's crazy. I love that.
Actually,
Actually, it would be a
A
Switch.
giant scorecard appears. You see Cyrus's number ticks from 0 to 1. Confetti comes down from the ceiling.
We're getting points? Shit!
Brigus comes running in, still soaking wet.
Every
like a
time
drowned Chewbacca.
can I get points every time I point out that a saying that Cyrus says isn't a fucking thing?
No.
you
I
mean
go,
Brickus?
actually, or yeah, Brickus, and I go, actually, that's never a thing. Did you just do it again? Did you just get more points right now? Actually,
I guess it's a game show now. But
The scary thing is, what if they are things and you never get points because everything I say is a thing, but it's just not known to you?
it's just retroactively made a thing. That's like an ability you have. Everything that you
Nope.
say just becomes a thing.
Everything I say is canon.
You gotta polish your steel
No.
before you poop in the morning.
I agree with that one.
Honestly, that is good advice, because say you're like in battle and you gotta get going, but you gotta poop, and then the battle war goes up, you gotta get your steel ready.
Right when you're done shitting, you have to fight. Yeah,
Yeah, that one makes sense.
always remember,
yeah. Then I won't fight that one.
your battle's void when you die, so I guess it doesn't matter if you die.
Polish your steel before you poop in the morning. You need to get
I
your
mean, you
steel
know what they
done
say.
as early as possible. Crazy.
You can dance with the rock before you first see into the moon.
I don't get that one.
I just take my sword out. I just take my sword off my hip and I pass it to Cyrus and go, "Kill me and dump my body in the back."
Brigus, are you gonna be here for this conversation?
Well, no, I didn't know we were having this conversation. Brickus was going to the bath. He didn't know a war council was being summoned, and no one went to get him. So he's just been in this bath the whole time.
Great. It's a great point.
No,
It was very impromptu.
he
I just
left
kinda
while we all
looked-
were just chilling. So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go take a bath and chill."
I
To be
poked my
fair,
head
it was
in.
just very impromptu. I just said like,
Hey,
"Let's talk."
close the door. You're letting the hot air out.
We're kind of doing planning. If you don't, I don't care that you're naked, but you might want to wrap a towel. But anywho, and I grab a towel and hand it to him and be like,
You know how
okay.
long it takes to dry all this fur?
I'm sure a while, especially if you don't want to get matted. But
Ugh,
anywho,
it's the worst.
we're doing a thing.
Yeah, all right. Half an hour later, I return.
Oh, I'm sorry, Edwin. I'm sitting next to your boyfriend. I'll sit next to Indus.
Damn.
I look at you and I go, "He is not my boyfriend."
Or plaything, whatever.
And then you sit down on the
Damn.
bed next to it.
I don't sit next to him. I stand. I stand in defiance.
I just look at her and grin.
Fuck are you looking at?
I don't know. Love just makes everything look a little bit brighter.
Is that right?
I think so.
And I'm just looking at him and I go, oh, you have a knot in your fur. And I just yank on your arm hair really hard. Sorry. I figured I'd help you out.
Growl at her.
I just shrugged it. Sorry.
You're being mean. I'm going over here.
You're being mean.
You're being mean. That's uncalled for.
So should we take the fight to them? Or I mean, I'd like to, but where do we need to take the fight to?
Well,
We don't know that part. That's why we're getting information.
we know the bad guy came from the College of War, and we know the Lorbanes are apparently in the business of starting wars. It would make sense that they got their claws deep in the College of War to start a war.
Man,
Wasn't there a guy saying prayers of war in here? That
I
was
mean,
the,
I was thinking about that. That was
That's-
also on my mind.
That's War of the Deity. That's different.
Yeah.
Sure, but if they wanted to start a war, could they not infiltrate a temple to the god of war?
yeah,
But if they were going to, if they were infiltrated, why would they help? A, why would they resurrect him, and then why would they give us shelter?
I'm not saying Thalor himself is a traitor, but
his organization might.
I would
Like-
not be shocked if individuals within the organization did not have spies in it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's possible. I mean, after all, the Temple of Mentor was infiltrated, so.
Yeah, you might have some rats.
This church might need an exorcism.
well,
You know, that was a good one.
Well, speak of the devil, were your ears burning?
You have 3 visitors.
Oh,
that sounds about right.
Let's hope it's the ones that we actually want.
Hello.
Jesus.
Hi, I hope you were expecting all of us.
Yep.
Come on, then. We don't have a
Ruba,
table.
you didn't die. Congratulations. I'm very happy to see you.
You've hopefully got the same length of teeth as you did before.
Yep, teeth all the same. Gunnar was able to get me out.
I still hate the fact that this happens nearly every single time you find a group.
That I have to check. I go, let me see your teeth.
No, not that. Then we get fucking like, hey, there's a group of people, and like, wow, we seem to be allies or something, and then we immediately either get backstabbed by the group, or we get invaded by vampires who.
And half of them die.
To be fair, we kept this group alive. Like some guards died, but the main council we kept alive.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
accounted for.
yeah.
We kept the important ones alive. As fucked up as that sounds, the important ones are at least alive.
I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't saying it, but we were all kind of thinking it.
yeah. Everybody who was named is alive. Out of
Well,
character, I said that.
glad that you're all here. Welcome to our little impromptu strategy discussion session, where we decide how exactly we're going to get rid of vampires in a city of how many people live here. And I turn towards ECO.
600,000.
In a city of 600,000, any number of which could be blood sucking.
600,000 living.
600,000 living. Any number of which could be blood sucking, sharp tooth freaks.
How many roughly would you that increase to if you count the undead that are active?
Over 2 million.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right.
You know, I never really thought about the fact that 1.4 million undead are available. That is
Yeah.
quite.
I mean, I
crazy.
guess this is the city of necromancy. I guess I
It is.
suppose it makes
Surprised it
sense.
wasn't
It is.
a lot.
But
There are very few dead work animals in the entire city. To put that into perspective, like if you want to go buy a donkey, you go buy a skeletal donkey because it does not cost any
Get tired or
upkeep.
have to eat.
Yeah, there's no
If you
overhead
want
for a skeletal donkey.
If you want a dog you don't have to take care of, you get a skeleton puppy.
Right, you get your kid a very simple skeleton hamster, and and we
A
see we
skeleton
go from there.
hamster.
Not even a dog, a hamster.
See, you can work your way up to something living.
Damn.
I feel like
This-
every kid wants a skeleton snake, though. That's like even
Ooh.
more emo.
That's cool, though.
That would
Yeah.
be deadly. You could use it as like a whip.
yeah, the only
New
real
warlock
problem
idea.
Ooh.
that would
maybe.
be a really good warlock. But what all I can think is like
I'm stealing that one.
a normal route of like finding vampires doesn't work nearly as well because of the number of undead. I think. Looks over at Cyrus. It's like
Can't find them like that.
oh yeah, like Sun's undead. Oh yes, there's 5 million. Like,
Yeah, it's
this-
kind of like looking for a candle in a fireworks display.
Well, I don't mean to be glib that this is a complicated answer, but we are y'all. This is a city of wizards. By any chance, it'd be possible to, now that y'all are aware of their existence and the threat of them, be able to do a think tank, do a research into what can be done to fight and sniff out vampires.
Absolutely. I'll have the archives ransacked. You have full range of our libraries of necromancy if you wish to peruse. I'm sure we can find some way. The church will, I'm sure, begin receiving quite a bit of silver, and holy water can be produced, yes? I believe that can be made possible, Dean Gax.
Wonderful, wonderful. We're getting the ball rolling.
What
Very
if we
glad.
keep trade moving, but every time we find coins in circulation, we take the coins and then we bless them and we make them holy coins. So if a vampire tries to hold them, they get burned, and then we check people's palms.
There are not enough clerics in the country to do
Mm.
that for a single city this large.
Alright, fair enough.
How about, I don't know, basins at the checkpoint? Have them stick their hands in there. Certainly, you could get a fucking bucket of water.
Yeah.
Not sure how well that'd work, but it could be something.
Yeah, you could call it a cleansing. Worries about a plague. They're asking people to cleanse. Don't tell them it's holy water. And anyone who refuses to wash their hands, you maybe keep an eye on.
Although let's go be honest, if somebody completely unrelated got to see a vampire's hands burned, they'd probably be very very leery about the water.
Well, they saw that person immediately become a vampire, though. That's a whole different problem.
That does speak to a bit of causing panic in the populace too. Shit, I know I'd freak out if somebody in front of me had their hands burn in a vat of water, and then the
I mean,
guards
I
immediately
get-
stab them.
To be fair, they should be freaked out. There's vampires amongst them. It's deadly. It's bad shit.
It's like, actually, could you just not tell them it's holy water and it's like, hey, just burning out the.
Well, that was
burning-
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
the
Yeah, but I was
Yeah.
thinking like, just tell the vampire like, hey, just burning out the disease.
I think you would know the difference between holy water and regular water if you were a vampire, especially if it touched you.
I feel like, yeah, that's gotta be that's gotta be Vampire 101, right? I don't know if they do classes, but that's gotta be Vampire 101.
We're dealing with an intelligent foe. We have to assume they know that holy water is as bad for them as we know that it is.
Right.
We need to trick them. For right
Draw
now,
them out somehow.
we have the upper hand, exactly. They don't know what we'll do. It's possible they don't know how many of us are alive.
Well, no one's gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I look over towards the dean. Considering our dean here is a bit under the weather, and they might know. How about, hear me out, how about we use him as a little bit of bait? Look, nothing's gonna happen to him, but might be a good chance to draw out a decent amount.
That is true. Somebody in a high position would draw in attention. They did exactly the same thing to Easior when they forced them to drink all that shit.
I mean, maybe we just took out their strongest agents on the council. There's no guarantee they're going to keep throwing bodies at a problem that they've been shown would involve losing their heads.
That is true. Usually, though, rats come squirming when you leave food out for them.
Rats also retreat once they get what they want. Or when they get caught in a trap.
Speaking of, do you think there's anything they might have wanted besides having people on the council? Can you think of any information or object you think they would find useful that they might have been trying to secure? Or do you think it was just bodies on the council to sway leadership?
As of this moment, I can only assume that they were after my vote on the council. But there are many such powers that a dean of the college wields.
I don't know if this is going to be a popular plan, but I'm not a city planner. I don't work in cities. I don't aim to tell you all how to run your city. The only thing we know for sure is where this viper came from. So maybe while you folks clean up the city, we go and clear out the viper's nest.
I feel like that was
College of War.
Yeah.
we're probably gonna need to do that anyway. Going over to the College of War and check how bad have vampires infiltrated.
Yeah. Based on what we learned and what we told you at the meeting, this group is called the Lorebanes, and they're responsible for starting wars. If they were to do so, makes sense that they would start with that college.
I'm over
Might
here-
be we go there and stop their plans before they start something serious.
I mean, they probably already did. After all, how long has the war been going on?
Over a century.
How
So
did
then
it
maybe we
start?
go there and put an end to it.
Yep.
All I'm saying is, we know where this guy came from. He rose to a high position in that council. Even if there's no one there, at least maybe make sure there's no more sticky fingers or sticky claws affecting judgment in that city.
We could also figure out which of the 12 possibly sent him, and figure out and figure out if they're a vampire, because I don't believe that somebody would be able to get voted over here and say like, hey, this guy's reasonable, and then turn out to be he's a vampire. So there's possibly vampires in the 12.
Unless,
think
for
you
any
must be
specific
right.
reason, you.
I would caution you against leaping into the serpent's nest, but if you're determined, there is a teleportation network set up between the colleges. We could see you there before the end of the day.
I mean, I don't speak for my group. This is my line of thinking. I feel like we work best when we're sent on the offensive.
Then let me send you on the offensive. Help us clear out as many vampires as you can. They must be running. If we cut the head off of the snake, we have to assume that was the highest placed member in the council, in the college. He was the only most high at the table that was proven to be turned or corrupted in some way. He didn't appear as undead to you, Paladin.
Damn, Peter.
That's correct. I don't recall looking at, or I can't recall if I used Divine Sense when I walked into the room or not.
You did, I believe.
Yeah,
twice.
you did.
And the ones that were demons didn't ping, correct?
No, but they did ping for Brickus as being under illusion magic.
Yeah, so they probably maybe they had illusion magic hiding their true self, maybe.
Yeah, because if they're under complete total cover, it doesn't see that, which would explain why I didn't see them. But no, he did not register as undead for my divine senses.
They're an old organization. It would make sense that they employ more than just vampires.
Was it Indus who worked in with the whole entire Zone of Truth thing?
Indus was going to be the person who's casting Zone of Truth.
Yeah, she was supposed to do it, but didn't end up doing it.
It's like, quick question. Was that divination magic? What's your plan with the Zone of Truth? Because being able to actually see through some of those illusions would be pretty important.
Zone of Truth is an enchantment spell.
Well, I mean, now that we're where they can do that, I can smell out the illusion magic. It might be a different kind of illusion, but if I smell some illusion magic on them,
There you go.
yeah, that'll be easier to point them out, perhaps.
Yeah.
If divination magic is your goal, then we could request help from the capital.
Yeah. We need ways to find out where they are, and as strong as your nose is, I think we also need more eyes out too.
I'll ask again. Is there any possibility that you have connections to organizations not affiliated with the law in this city? I'm not here to prosecute you, I'm here to ask for your help.
I mean,
We'll need the information that the Blue Cloaks, the Mist, the Knives in the Dark, and the Remnant can give us.
tell you what, if you can find me where they're at, I can sweet talk a little bit. We'll see what I can do.
Yeah, the remnants.
That's as much as I
Had.
can offer without the blue cloaks. Or, I mean, for anyone other than the blue cloaks, that's all I can offer. An attempt.
I might have a connection, but fair warning, I already owe them a big favor for the information I gave you already about the Lore Band. I can't guarantee they'll give me more freely.
It's just like the remnants had it in what maybe there's something there's somebody we could talk to about it. Do we still have fucking Arlong's APOD?
Wugru has it.
Yeah,
Yes. Does it still have their number?
I don't think that's how it works. I think it just connects to other APODs.
Yeah, but didn't it connect? I thought it had a connection to what was his name?
I mean, not unless he had an APOD. You might be able to use it to send the sending spell, but I was under the impression it just connected to other APODs.
Huh.
Wait, Wooger, do you really?
Reading it.
Did you take the big fucking book?
Yeah, he's reading it.
Okay.
Wooger, what'd you do?
As you walk by, Thalarian is going to grab you by the collar.
Why?
Wooger,
Where
what'd you
did
do?
find that?
Reading pedestal. It was very interesting.
Going to ask you to give that back.
Slowly close it and hand it.
I glare at Wooger. What did you do?
I was reading.
What?
Well, I
Okay.
respect the request for knowledge. This is a very precious book. Cannot be handled without discretion.
Apologies.
If you'll excuse me.
I'm gonna bend down and go, Wooger, we gotta have a talk about respect and hospitality after this is all said and done.
It was out there in the open. I thought it was, for reading.
It would. Even if it was, you don't take it from where it was. We're in a church. Things are weird here. You steal from our enemies, you steal from assholes. Don't take random things from people who are giving us hospitality.
But I wasn't thinking.
God, I love stealing.
I was just reading.
Tell that to him.
But yeah.
Tell me what?
We apologize for the misunderstanding.
Cultures differ.
The book, I'm just saying.
Archimon, if you can find any information about what organization did you say, Brickus? You owe a favor to, but could still ask.
I mean, I didn't say, but fuck it. I may or may not have a contact with the Mist. And if they want to give us, if you want more information out of them through me, I may need more capital because the first batch of information I already gave you did not come freely.
I'm sure our Most High of Trade can free up some spending money. And Dean Gex glances down at Gonell, who will open his mouth as if to say something and say, "Of course, Most High."
Kendall didn't
shall
have an
we
APOD, did
say-
she?
Shall we say
Alright.
10,000 apiece? For spreading around?
I'm sorry, 10,000 for each of us?
Would you not need that much?
No, that's fine. That is perfect. Perfect amount.
This is perfectly fine.
Because I feel like he's seen that much gold in one place. I don't suppose y'all have quick And also private ways of reaching out to people across distances. Otherwise, a letter might take longer than we have.
Sending.
Several of
Yeah.
them will let you know that they have sending.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm trying to keep it just between. I don't want to be like, hey, I gave your contact info out to this random guy who's sending you a descending spell.
Sending is probably the most private way of doing things, but it's also like, god damn it.
Yeah, but it still requires the person sending the spell to know who you're contacting.
That is true. Do you have a way to let somebody else cast sending who cannot cast?
I mean, we have the APODs, but I don't know if Gentle has an APOD. I assume she doesn't.
I would imagine she definitely does.
Hey, maybe she's been to Vegas shop. Maybe she's got the latest APOD model.
Well,
Mr. DM, do I have Gentle's number?
No, she doesn't.
Nah. Okay.
That'll be interesting.
I'm trying to decide how funny it would be if Vega showed up right now.
It would be really funny.
it'd be oddly convenient.
It'd be like, hey, do you want to buy iPods? And like, wow, we have a lot
Guys,
of money.
You want phones?
Well, that doesn't happen now. We gotta get phones to people who aren't here, though.
Should I
Yeah.
put the money in my inventory right now, or is that like we don't have it yet?
You don't have it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, just,
Damn, we can't cut and run.
Thanks for the 10,000. Bye.
Later.
just imagine just spending all of that money immediately upon gambling.
Mm.
Bet it all on black.
No, do you remember the fucking like the magic item roulette that we were
Oh
abusing?
God.
Yep. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
We still have those fucking magic brooms.
She got so many fucking magic brooms.
Why?
Can anyone in our party learn or cast a sending spell?
It's a bard spell.
Hello.
Yeah, Bard.
But the bard would specifically have to take
I have
it
to
at a level
change
up.
it.
Um,
Unless we get the bard some spell scrolls.
Ooh.
yeah,
Sending.
that would be an option. Clerics can cast it as well.
Did you do your level up, Edwin?
No.
Oh, gee, maybe you want to take a new spell or something. I don't know.
Take sending.
Maybe.
I will take sending. I will take
Roll
sending.
hit dice in the chat.
Alright.
I want to see it.
Don't.
Oh god, I rolled a nat one on my hit dice. I'm
Roll
so
for
upset.
HP. Do it.
Damn.
Wow. You got better than you got better than me and Brick has put
I
together.
have 89 HP.
Wow, I wish I had that much.
How much do you have?
63.
Oh my god. What the
I-
fuck, bro?
I have
don't-
108.
Is that
I
below average or is that normal for rogues?
For a level 11 rogue, I'm pretty sure that is severely below average.
That sounds like really bad. Yeah.
What is your
That
con
sounds like
negative?
No, it's 10.
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah,
0.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Level 11 rogue average HP with a con mod of 0.
Class.
No, you're above it by 3 HP. By 5 HP.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess it's because you have 0.
You have 0 con.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
I
it's
imagine
Zero plus
a lot of
one would be
rogues.
11 more.
I imagine a lot of rogues don't put a lot into con.
Oh my god, I get a 6th level spell.
And here's me trying to get intelligence instead.
Hmm. Also, I don't want you to feel like you're forced to take the sending spell.
I'm
but
taking it.
Okay, it would be useful so that we don't have to, if we have
I mean, I can just swap
secretive
out something
contacts,
else.
that we don't have to rat them out to the council cops.
Yeah, right. So you don't have to snitch to the fucking.
To just send out a message, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to tell the feds where my drug dealer
Mhm.
lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
I'll take it for y'all. I don't care.
All right. All
I'll
right.
just
Well,
put
that.
Ending. That solves that
Alright.
problem. I will get
Okay.
rid of one of those spells.
I thought we were just gonna get a
So.
sending stone or something.
Yeah, but you still gotta give the sending stone to the other person.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So,
So now
And
I
it
have
only
some.
works once a day.
assuming we're not in immediate danger today, we can maybe spend the day reaching out to our contacts while you all do what you need to do to get things in order and set up a plan of vetting, perhaps. Probably first order of business, and Archimon, I don't mean to tell you your business, but first order of vetting probably be the guard. If anything should be clear of vampires, it should be them.
I don't disagree. We have a cleric of Assure on my personal retainer who I trust. I'll have him immediately scour my guards, and we'll go cell by cell, checking every barracks.
All right. And then I pose this for a greater plan to you all, and of course my group as well. Would you prefer us sniffing out rats here, or trying to do some damage over at the College of War, where there's presumably more unharassed vampires? Why do you want to know his hair color?
Which cleric?
The guy's cleric of. It was for a meme. Don't worry.
This guy?
The guy's cleric of Assure he was talking about. I only put that.
Red hair.
Wonderful.
I don't get it.
It was for the reference. That's why I said it as not the one.
I don't get it. What's the reference?
I used to play a cleric of Assure who was.
Oh, gotcha.
Red hair is very common in a specific part of the split continent, and many followers of Assure have red hair.
Gotcha.
God damn. There's like a fucking screw loose on my chair. I keep tightening it with my fingers, but I can't do anymore.
Gotta get the screwdriver.
Too much work. Okay. Do we want me to do the sending thing like now, or?
Well, I think maybe for today that might be the plan. While we're still like down here, we can spend our time reaching out to folks.
Yeah, I mean, I have the technology now.
We have the technology.
Have the technology.
Who would need to use the sending besides me to reach out to people?
Archimon said he'll find a Blue Cloak's hideout, or at least someone for you to talk to.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of weird relying on the. They're used to keeping an eye out for police. If we pop up,
I'm not a
they're
cop.
to spot them. Yeah, I know. I know the obvious, obviously. Let's not also point out the fact we're deputized.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, maybe if you could just tell us of any known active groups we can roll up and just let Edwin take the lead there.
Well, there
Shouldn't be
was
too hard.
There was a Blue Cloak hideout that we recently turned over to the College of Necromancy, actually.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we stayed in there for a bit.
Who's running the place? At least that you know of. Who's running the outfit here?
I feel as if they knew that part, they wouldn't they would
Don't.
not be in charge anymore.
Don't know his name, but people say Shadowblade.
Hmm.
Itchy.
Does that sound familiar at all to me?
Very edgy.
Give
Very
me
on
a
point.
history check, since you are a member of the Blue Cloaks. And you've been in the city before.
I'm not good at history, but we're gonna do it anyway. Let's see. Do I have a thing that will help me with this? I don't think I. That's okay. We go for it anyway.
That's not
14.
terrible.
Not bad.
With a 14, that is not the name of the person running the Blue Cloaks that you were told when you came to this city 2 months ago.
Yeah, I don't. It does. I'm like, huh? Who was it before?
You know? It's a great question.
You
Or that's the person still in charge. This guy just has bad info.
The person before was named Satish. They were a tiefling.
I go, Shadow. That doesn't sound right. Interesting. You ever heard of a guy named, and I'm just gonna say his name because I mean we're looking at this point. He's probably not even there. Choose. You never heard of a guy named Satish? Tiefling guy. About yay high. I like measure his height out.
like
Upright horns.
More like pointing backwards.
Fitz kind of like looks over and like, isn't that ratting him out?
Nah, he'll be fine. We have much more important things to worry about than him getting arrested.
Gives a helpless shrug. It's like,
Weird. Shadowblade. Can't say I've ever heard of him. Well, if that's who it is, then that's who it is, and
Propping up a few weeks ago.
that might be an
Yeah.
issue.
Word on the street, as far as I'm aware, is that the Blue Cloaks raised their rates. That happened right after we started here in Shadowblade.
All
oh,
right.
he might be an asshole.
Might not be a blue cloak at all. That's the real problem. If it's just a greedy dude, that's not so bad. But what if he's collecting money for a reason?
Like,
I can look into him, yeah.
Where he works for the enemy.
well, then he gets stabbed.
Well, let's
One-
figure it out
one-
by
One
then.
more rat we'll get rid of.
And shit, if I gotta take over the place, I will.
Ambitious today.
Nah.
So are we locked down here with you all? Or can I go get business taken care of?
I mean, we're not your supervisor. Do whatever you
Yeah.
want.
I
Yeah,
go, shit, I'm
I
not
don't-
your boss. Talk to
Yeah,
him.
I don't know why you're
Point at
asking
the dean.
us.
Do you feel safe? Should I go with you?
Take at least half of the Most Highs with you, Archimond.
Yep.
Leave Ruba here and Gunel, but take the others.
Oh yeah.
You'll all be
Also,
Wouldn't
safer together.
Isior need to stay, or
Of course. A recently reinstated Most High of Education should also remain behind.
Oh yeah. This is probably important, but those bounties on our heads for like the whole entire thing,
Consider it taken care of.
it might.
Wonderful.
Yes, but also make sure to do it quietly, since the people that put that up was, the Lorbanes,
Yours
most of it.
personally.
And the Lorbanes were also involved that time.
Oh.
At least
I
for-
mean, What did we really do except kidnap the most high of education? Like,
Rhetoric fireball the ship.
Hey,
okay, maybe we don't bring up past things in the past. Let's move forward.
Oh yeah, no. The past is definitely gone.
Yes.
None of us are. We're all very
it's
upstanding.
dead and stabbed
Listen.
and staked through the heart. The past is dead.
Exactly.
Daily eyebrow goes up. Nice.
Don't know her.
That's
Yeah, we
a
just got-
person I don't know you.
Now we just gotta clear our names in the lifeless yonder, and I gotta clear my name in the growler stub, and then I'll be free as a bird.
Yep. I guess the whole entire name thing will be. Oh wait, was it over in? Was it over in a Lifeless Yonder where they put that bounty up for us?
I mean, we did do a murder or two up there.
A murder? No. No.
Mm.
No.
Mm.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. Cops are right here.
They're cops from a different country. They don't got jurisdiction over us for crimes we did in another country.
You know, from experience, talking about crimes in front of people who can prosecute you for said crimes is not a good idea.
Well, we just say those people who can prosecute us, we just saved their asses. So, you know what? I think we got to pass on this one.
I think
know.
that buys us a permanent get out of jail free card here.
Let's not.
I
Let's
don't
not.
know
Let's
about
not touch
fucking
that.
permanent.
All right. Well,
We'll contact
But-
you by the end of day, Most High.
Alright.
all right. Adeline, when you're feeling up to it, I think I got a call to make.
Yeah, sure. Let's get it done now.
All right.
You only get 25 words.
Yeah.
Only
yeah.
25. Remember.
And you poop it. Has to be 2 of them.
Well, the message I had planned out, I could fit you pooping in there, but I won't.
You pooping?
Do it.
No. No. Screw
Sure.
you. I'm not.
I will. Do
I mean, Edelwyn can if she wants. It's her sending.
P.S. Are you pooping?
Yeah.
All right. I assume Edelwyn and I go somewhere where no one else can overhear us, and I would ask her to relay this message to Gentle.
Ooh, I relay the message.
I sound like Edelwood because reasons.
Well, that's why I said Brickus and friends, to imply that there are people who not Brickus is sending this message.
Right, yeah.
How long do you have to respond?
I don't know if it says. I think it's just.
Like text in it. You can answer immediately.
They can respond. It is also 25 words. But they don't necessarily know that.
I would say that I think Gentle would recognize the sending spell, know that she needs to reply immediately. You receive like a message like, call me back in an hour and a half. I'll check around.
Do I have any more words? Or is it just a 1 and 1?
It's 1 in 1.
Fuck, I was gonna say you're running up my minutes.
That's so funny.
All right.
What do you mean call you back in an hour,
She
bitch?
would need time to get the information.
Yeah,
Ellen, you want me to try to restore your spell slots now, or do you want to wait a bit?
Nah, don't need it that bad right now.
All right. Well, let me know when you pick me up.
Yeah.
That Brickus juice is good shit.
Are we needing another one?
According to Gentle, we'll need another one
In an hour and a half.
I
But
don't know if anyone
any-
else. That's
yeah.
up to anyone else in the group.
I can do at least a bunch more. I just,
Good to know.
but if anyone needs one, I guess the phone's open.
Oh yeah, I have to call Larry, Smith, and Dave.
Mm.
Dave needs to get checked.
What do you mean?
I'm just
Who's Dave? Did we ever meet a Dave?
I mean, Dave's a pretty common name. I'm sure we met a Dave at some point.
At some point.
I don't know. Edelin, any plan of attack for approaching your kin?
Well, the Blue Cloaks. Don't know who Shadowblade is. Could have talked. I could check on. I guess I could check on Satish to see if he's around anywhere at all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'll send him a message and I'll say, Satish, it's Jester, need to meet up like old times. Got some things to talk about. And then I say, normal place? Question mark.
High or low for the 5% chance?
Always high.
Roll me 80-20.
Damn.
That's not a natural 20, so that you do not hit the 5%. You contact Satish
He don't answer.
in his afterlife plane.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, he dead. He died.
I look. Do I know?
am no longer able to meet you like old times. Enjoy life, Jester. You
No,
always
fuck.
made me laugh.
I cut the connection. I look around the room. So good news and bad news. Got in contact with Satish. Only let's say he's well, he shuffled off the mortal coil.
Ah.
Well, that would explain why it's a different. Their intelligence is that it's a different person.
Right.
The Shadowblade
Probably
potentially
not
killed Satish to take
Right.
over.
right. Probably not a good. Probably
Well,
not a good omen.
we can go meet with Shadowblade, and if shit goes sideways, we'll fuck him up.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, we got your back, Edelin. We can roll up there and be your posse.
Aren't we all honorary blue cloaks as well?
Are we?
I thought
Most
we
of
found
us.
a trunk with blue cloaks in it. We all took one or some shit like that.
Like
I-
fake being blue clothes.
I mean, I think we found a closet of blue cloaks at that warehouse, at that house, but
We did. It was like in a closet. Yeah. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys took them though.
I don't know
I mean-
that makes us honorary blue cloaks.
I mean,
I
it would
mean-
make it so they wouldn't know right away if you weren't.
It's like I don't like fair to just like pull out the only blue cloak and like I mean we still have these from you know.
Yeah. Well, you could just wear them. Just let me do all the talking. I'll be your boss.
Obviously.
Do we want to see how Eddard's doing?
Not really.
Guy fucked off.
He's just that kind of guy. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Either that or sort of killed him.
Brickus wouldn't have grabbed a cloak from the place, so unless we have cloaks for everyone, maybe you can
Yeah,
just
'cause
say I'm
they're-
a free.
Yeah.
You can say I'm a freelancer, maybe. They just hired.
Yeah.
Brickus is technically a freelancer. That is
I
by
mean, yeah,
trade a freelancer.
The cover story could easily be we are people that Edelwyn hired. Edelwyn was
For
dispatched
sure,
to
yeah.
this area. She hired us as muscle, and she's got shit to do.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
anything, that might be safer because then they won't get mad if we're impersonating blue cloaks and we don't know like the super secret handshake.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Yeah. You guys can just be my hired help. That works
Yeah,
out.
we'll be freelancers you hired to help in guard you in your travels. That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. Did anyone else need to reach out to anyone outside of the temple with sending before we look for blue cloaks?
I don't.
Everybody open your roster of NPCs, flip through the flip book.
I reached out to my NPC. Now I want to reach out to your NPCs.
Question though.
I only have White
Bayetta,
Plume Mountain.
Did you check your Rolodex?
My party NPCs that are listed for me is the ship, a mastiff, and a draft horse.
We all have those.
No, I don't have any specific party NPC.
Right.
Yeah, not in the
party.
not in the
Just
journal.
peep. Yeah, I will.
Oh, I can't think of anything. So I was part of the Galler Stub Navy. Is there anyone that I think might be useful with that background?
I guess the question is, what are you reaching out to? Like, what sort of request would you be making?
I mean, So I'm not part of I'm not part of the Revenant or whatever, the R word that you said. I don't have a contact within the Mist. I'm not a Blue Cloak. I'm a fairly... My job was a god sent me to go protect Arlong. That was my background. So I don't know that I have any useful contacts that I can think of.
You were God sent to protect our log?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That didn't go as planned.
Nate,
Right?
I have a
To be
I have a
fair,
question.
to be fair, we could just resurrect Arlong later, if it's possible at
we
all.
probably can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to find him.
Nate, I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Would you allow me to use my once per day reroll on a D3?
No, it has to be a D20.
Oh, okay.
Be any D20, but it has to be a D20.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta wait until you have at least a level 1 so that you can use any of the... Because you can always go down, but you can't go up.
Right. Well, specifically, we were hoping to renew the sending spell slot revenue reservoir. Edwin, how many more spell sendings you got in the chamber?
Well, I mean, one more that's level 3. But the rest of them, I have like
Is
at
sending
least...
a level 3 spell?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I thought
it was be a level 2 spell.
I have 6 more in me technically. Well, 7 more
Alright.
technically.
Cross the world communication. You could talk to anybody.
Yeah, I guess. But,
And on
alright.
different planes, potentially.
Yeah.
I just talked to a dead guy.
Not to further eat up your resources, Edwin, but Gentle did ask us to touch base in an hour and a half.
Has it been an hour and a half?
Has it been an hour and a half, Nate?
If there's nothing you guys want to do between an hour and a half, then yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing my thing. I don't know if anyone else is doing anything in the meantime.
I'm good.
I assume maybe we're like setting up a plan to go talk to the Blue Cloaks, maybe. And then an hour and a half passes by, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we do this, I was gonna say, would I know since I knew Satish, would I know where he was set up in the city back in the day? I guess we could go check there when we're going, whenever we're on the way.
Satish had purchased a popular restaurant and worked out of the back room and upper floor.
Okay, yeah. So
I mean, if they close to you, makes sense that they would take over his old stomping grounds.
yeah, I will do the sending now.
All right, and yeah, I mean, I'll send a story message just checking in as requested.
Okay.
With the caveat of also, we only have so many spell slots left, so may not be able to respond as quickly after this one.
You receive the message 16 Walnut Street, second door leading down. Knock twice, ask for flow. 2 hours.
Is that in?
I would assume so. I told her it was the Necromancy College.
Okay.
16 Walnut Street, second story heading down, you said?
Second door heading down.
Second door heading down. Knock
ask for
twice. Ask for.
Look.
flow. 2
Okay.
hours.
All right. Where's in? Oh, yeah. Thank you. 2 hours. All right. I looked at Edwin. Is your guys' place near Walnut Street?
Is it?
No.
No. Okay. I
16
go with
Walnut
that.
Street is south of the college.
A little out of the way. But
So then, since we don't have a strict timetable on your thing, maybe we go to Walnut Street first, deal with that, and then head over to the Blue Cloaks.
yeah, agreed.
All right.
We might get into a fight.
We might get into a fight at Walnut Street, but don't worry, we got you covered.
Oh, I'm not worried. At least not for me.
Call an ambulance, but not for me. All right. How far away would it be to get to Walnut Street from here?
Probably a 20-30 minute walk.
Oh, okay.
If you put some pep into it.
All right.
It's a big
So,
city, but you guys are used to like hiking, so it wouldn't take you that long. Here, I'll take you to the map so you can see Everwinter. And I've marked 16 Walnut Street.
Wow. Okay. And just so it's on the map, where then would be Satesh's old stomping ground?
It's near the Eladrin Lights.
Oh, so way north.
Yes.
Okay, over
In
here.
like the party district area. It was a popular.
That makes sense. Yeah.
He's a party dude. All right. So that works out then. Then we can just go this way, go that way, go that way, go check out Walnut Street, and then just keep heading north.
I'm gonna show up in there and I'm gonna be like, "This is for my boy Satish," and I'm gonna just start
Bam, bam.
whatever it was.
I need your help, Edwin. What was the name of the restaurant? He bought it, but he renamed it.
The Dancing Fae. Because they're near Eladrin's.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we can have it be that. We're gonna show up, Phantom's gonna be like, "That's offensive."
Not all
like-
fake and dance, actually.
Like, I can't dance with a damn, actually.
And then you just start doing an elaborate dance, and it's just amazing, but compared to face dance, it's just not as good. But by normal material plane standards, it's amazing.
What do you mean? My performance skill is 1.
I'm trying to
Better
give
than
you
the
the benefit of the doubt.
Nah,
Better than the average bear.
Or
can't.
bugbear.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? Or like preparations to go and
I think
potentially meet the mist?
I think Brickers will get some lunch.
I would get a holy
You want to
second.
go out and get lunch?
No, I mean, no. He'd get lunch in the kitchen we saw earlier.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, just grab some extra porridge or get some bread and honey, scarf it down.
Easier
Try
will
to
ask
enjoy
this.
not being immediately in danger for once.
What'll he ask?
Easier
Like-
will ask if you guys would like to have seeming cast on you again,
I mean,
or if showing up with illusion magic on you would be worse.
Probably not good.
I feel
Okay.
like the mist would be on edge if we approached under guise. I mean,
I
if
guess we
anything,
could just, I guess when we explain the situation, it would make sense why we have the disguises on.
yeah, I suppose. But I'm not overly concerned about it.
But maybe we should be overly concerned about it, though.
How long does seeming last again?
An hour, I think.
I think it's an hour, yeah.
8 hours.
8 hours.
I'm
Oh,
thi-
shit, okay.
I'm thinking this.
My fault, OG.
And we don't have any say on, like, we can choose to have it active or not as we please. It's just once it's on, it's on.
Yeah, until Easier
Yeah.
dismisses it or 8 hours pass.
Because I'm just thinking if she told Fo, like, look out for the group with the bugbear in it.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's...
Yeah. I mean, if you guys can go into see me and I'll just be unseen. And then, hey, if the vampires follow me and they see me alone and they try to kill me, then we get the jump on the vampires.
They see you alone.
I seem to be alone.
I mean, that's fine. We can do that. So it looks like
Hmm.
just a random bugbear instead of the exact group
I
that was
can also, like,
described.
I can also, like, put my hood up, put on extra layers, hide my furriness.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm okay with that. Sounds like a
Alright.
decent.
Okay. So yeah, if you guys want to do the seeming, be my guest, but Brickus will decline.
Alright. If you all agree, then the 4 of you gather up by Easier. What would you like to look like?
What did I? I'll just make myself into like a normal like human.
Did you
Means I have to
did you
take
pick
my-
something out the last time we did this, when everyone else put like an image in the thing?
I don't have a rollable table thing, so I mean I don't think so.
Because I know I put an image of a Goliath. Fayetta was an Alkin. Wooger
I
was
might
like,
have. I just don't remember.
yeah.
I'll just be like a normal human. Take my mask off and stuff. Have myself look like pretty basic. Brunette hair, kind of like shoulder length.
He's a run-of-the-mill university student.
Yeah, very normal.
Do you all plan to return here after your excursion? The more in and out, the less safe this place will be for the recovering dean.
I suppose we could return to the safe house we were occupying before.
And that way that if anybody follows us, they'll be drawn away from here.
Yeah, we don't want to endanger the dean or anyone else who's still here on the council. Assuming that safe house is still open to us.
And we'll make it open.
It's
Good
a
answer.
Yes. If we are not to return, then perhaps the 3 of us, Rubu will gesture herself, Canel, and Isior, should make our way to this safe house.
Makes sense.
Yeah, unless you think you'd be safer here for now. I mean, this is your city. I defer to you on where you think you'd be the safest.
I defer to you. Where will we be most
Oh.
useful?
Go, Mill.
If you think you can defend yourselves and you'll be fine on your own, head over and wait.
We are not unprotected by our magical wards now.
Yeah, I mean, would you not also be safer in your own offices? I mean, I don't know what defenses you have planned, but I assume your own sanctum has defenses set up. No?
It's a school.
It depends on how infested we find the school to be, yes.
Yeah, I'd say probably the safe house is the best bet if you're gonna leave here.
Yeah, if you feel the safest at the safe house and you can still do what you gotta do from there, you are more than welcome to reside there. We did buy a couple of card and board games if you get bored, so feel free to partake in some chess or some Three Dragon Ante.
Then first a trip to the bank, and then we'll play the game of life.
Who said that?
That's Gunnell, the
That's Gunnell.
Most High of Trade.
Oh, I love the game. I love Live. That's such a fun board game.
Of Trade.
That one's like, what an old man game.
It's a simple but fun game. There's no Three Dragon Ante though. That's my favorite.
Three Dragon Ante is Magic the Gathering, right?
Well,
What
I
color
mean,
do you play?
that's what I was told. When I originally picked it, I assumed it was like fantasy poker.
I always
That's
just
what I had in
imagined
my
it to be
head.
like, I don't know why, I imagined it to be like, I don't know, like Gwent. I mean, I know it's like a card game.
Oh
so
yeah,
like, it's
the
same shit,
fantasy
right?
version of the card game of that world. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was Magic at the time I picked. I always assumed it was just like a poker equivalent of fantasy poker.
Yeah.
No, it's straight up Magic the Gathering.
That's crazy, but I guess it makes sense. So a planeswalker comes to this realm and sees Three Dragon Ant. He's like, "The fuck is this shit?"
This isn't what we played back in the wherever we're from.
Back in Ravnica, what are you talking about?
This ain't
Alright.
no damn Magic the Gathering.
All right, I suppose at the hour and a half mark, we. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I appreciate all of your efforts. My life is in your hands. Thank you for stepping up to defend this country, even when we didn't believe in you.
No, more than happy to help, and if it becomes a big problem, it's going to affect more than just this country.
Yeah.
I'm
We might not have
Perhaps
always
next you
seen.
can
Oh, go
deal
ahead.
with the mind flayers controlling the Galarian Senate.
Oh, topical. Are you sure you're not a bard?
That's just a myth. The vampires are real. That's just a myth.
No shit, I could believe it.
There's much worse monsters in the Galar Stub than mind flayers. And then I just walk out.
Yeah, Fayeda, Wugru, Cyrus, you all get your disguises that you previously had from Isior. Isior will disguise himself and Ruba, but leave Gunnell himself as well. As you all depart.
I'll tell the group, maybe let me walk 60 feet ahead of you guys in case I do get spotted and I do get followed, that they don't immediately associate me with you.
Yeah, I like the plan. We can act like we're just pedestrians walking by.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll put my hood up and try to cover myself as best as I can and walk 60 feet ahead of the group to Walnut Street.
Okay. You are able to get plenty of distance, especially when the party stops.
at a local bank, and Cornell withdraws 50,000 gold in
Woo.
bags of 10k.
Money, 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 money. Money.
So, someone, I'm ahead of the group. Someone grab my money.
Half of each 10k is in platinum.
Oh
So
my.
Makes sense.
each of you mark down, please, 5,000 gold and 500 platinum.
Can we even carry that shit?
Yes.
Brickus
I
probably can.
Edwin's
It's a
spine
it's a
snaps in
large
half.
bag of gold, but it's not like it's not like an uncarryable amount of money.
Alright, it was
While we're at the
5,000
bank-
gold and how much platinum?
500.
5,500.
500. Okay, thank you.
While we're at the bank, I have a bunch of Electrum. Can I get that converted to something else, or?
No, they don't convert Electrum. Electrum can be bought by collectors, but it's not really worth very much.
Okay.
I still got 72 election pieces.
Me and Nate both are just like, we make Electrum old-timey ancient money.
Hey,
So,
let's-
yeah.
That's money of the olden times.
Fuck Electrum. All my homies hate Electrum.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brickus, can you carry some of my money? It's actually literally too heavy for me to carry.
Yeah, let me see if I can hold your. I should be able to hold your Electrum.
I
Or
have
not
no
your
Electrum.
your I meant your platinum. We were just talking about Electrum.
Yeah.
Are you good
Yeah.
if I take your 500 platinum?
I don't care as long as I can walk. Let's see.
yeah,
I was
like,
saying, renew
No,
your
I'm
plat.
still over.
Okay, let me take your platinum, and then I'll add your gold on as well.
you know, what this looks over.
Can you
and,
carry
Yeah,
another
it-
5K?
Yeah, I dude, Barbarian or not? Bugbear's got powerful build, so yeah, I can carry it.
You can carry. Okay, yeah.
I can carry.
It's okay. We'll pull our money together for things if we need to buy anything
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, okay. I got 12,000 gold and 1,000 platinum inventory on top of 2,000 electrum, 7 silver, and 1 copper.
Damn.
On top of other shit that I have. I see you sneaking around in my inventory.
I'm just looking.
If anything looks off, by all means, let me know. But I
No,
think
you're good.
I think we should
I
be square.
accidentally clicked on something while I was scrolling.
I
Okay.
saw.
This is an important question.
If you guys
Yeah.
want to buy a bag of holding, you could do so, but you are on a timetable at this moment in time.
Yeah. Brick is heading straight for Walnut Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, after I get the money, I'll just keep on.
Yeah, just like
I
it's
tread
like-
my way over to Brickus and hand over my money and then quickly run away from it.
I take it with ease and immediately get 60 feet ahead of the group again.
fucking
Alright.
jogs his way up.
Brickus, you lead the way and are the first to arrive at 16 Walnut Street. It's an innocuous looking building, small between its two neighbors. It looks to be a residence. You see a door at the top of a short flight of stairs with a white wraparound balcony and a large set of bay windows that have curtains pulled closed behind them. You also see another set of stairs that leads down a half flight to a doorway. That door is unadorned, including it does not have a handle or knocker of any kind.
I head to the second door, heading down, and then I knock twice.
There's the sound of a chair being pushed back and someone walking up a flight of stairs. You got an appointment?
Yeah, I'm here to see Flo.
How many?
There's 5 of us.
One at a time.
All right, give us a second. My friends are a few paces behind me. They'll be here shortly. They'll be in momentarily.
Alright.
I wait for the group to approach, and I tell them where to go in one at a time. So I'll go in first, and I guess just like give me like 10 seconds, I guess, and then I'll once they're clued in, I'll head in.
Right. As you gather up, the door swings inwards, and you see a
A set of wooden stairs leading down to a stone basement, illuminated by torchlight. A
Oh.
figure in gray looks at you, judges you up and down. Middle chair.
Okay.
Who's next?
It's all black.
Can't
Yes,
I
see.
guess
it is.
I'll come in next. Look around the room. Oh, I moved back.
Left side of your buddy.
I'll go in third.
All right. Oh, technically that's my left, but his right. Let's look here.
As I
What
said, then I'll-
chair shall I occupy?
Far seat.
Okay.
just smile at nod at who I assume is Flo.
Alright, who's next?
I look at all of them with my divine sense.
Okay. I'll resolve that in one moment.
They're
I-
all vampires.
I would say we'll go last.
I hope not, bro.
Alright. Boo-brew?
I really hope not.
No, that'd be great. Then we can clear out a whole nest of vampires. Easy peasy.
Yeah, but then we have to clear out another one in a little bit.
He gestures for you. Next to the one with the stupid mask.
Damn, I'm not even wearing that shit.
Oh,
That's true. That
sorry.
one's disguised.
I
I'm disguised.
apologize.
Like, what are you wearing it?
That one with the stupid face over there.
That
Next,
one,
next to the
jeez.
stupid looking one.
next to the
Next to the
ugly
stupid-looking
human.
one.
Who next to that stupid
Damn.
bee?
Like, hey man,
Imagine
it's
the
not
call
even
just looking at someone and be like, yeah, that stupid person over there.
it's not even my real face, but that's hurtful.
Between your
Damn.
buddies fairy. And he'll walk by and sit down. Cyrus, you divine sense.
Oh,
You do not get any pings from these people. You do get
oh,
7 pings. 1 from each of these figures' shadows.
oh no.
As
Mm.
your divine sense sees eyes looking out at you. Each of these people's shadows look back.
Okay.
I'm
Thank God.
damn it.
But the individuals themselves do not appear to be vampires.
They're just shadowed by demons.
They're shadowed by shadows.
Right, that are celestial, fiend, or undead.
Mm.
I'm assuming undead.
Yeah, what are they
Do-
reading?
Given
Do I
the-
know? Or it says I know the type.
Undead.
Okay. I grip my sword a little bit, but then I try and relax.
Yeah, we are in a necromancy city. I'll lean forward, Kat, and go. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Am I right in assuming your name is Flo? I motion to this individual here.
I'm Flo. You know Gentle?
I do. Gentle's a good friend of mine. I'm assuming she already told you. My name's Burkus. Pleasure to meet you.
It takes about 1,000 for pleasure and conversation. Are you prepared to pay?
I'm prepared to pay for information. I am not here for pleasure, though.
Let's count your weight then.
I mean, in the right context, it could be pleasurable.
God, I'm such a child.
I raise an eyebrow. Like, has Gentle informed you the information we're after?
No. I'm asking for the entry fee for someone with deep pockets.
Being
she
1,000.
lays a copper coin down on the table with a clack. You realize that that's the thing that she's been rolling around between her fingers.
The entry fee, I'm assuming, being that of what you've quoted before. The pleasure of meeting you.
1,000.
May I approach?
No. The same guy will stand up and walk over to you. Cyrus, with your eyes, you can tell that the shadow is just imperceptibly slower.
I will reach into my bag and pull out 100 platinum and hand it over to the individual.
He will accept it, walk it over to the table. I assume it's tied up in stuff.
Yeah, maybe it's like one of those like bank penny rolls that you get for
Yeah.
coins. Yeah.
Fayetta, since this is like a perception would be an active look for something, you don't know that there's anything to look for immediately.
Yeah.
He'll put it out, and Flo will nod at him, and he goes to sit back down in his chair. What would you like to know? Says the person on Flo's left.
Well, let's just say the College of Necromancy finds itself with a bit of a mosquito problem, if you catch my drift, of the undead nature. And it is a new threat to them, and they're looking for any kind of information about them and the group behind them in order to combat this new infestation. I was hoping your organization could act in concert with the College of Necromancy in order to provide intelligence support for them in order to find out their nests.
Boots on the ground. An active rate is going to be much higher than a series of questions. As a rule, we do not hire ourselves out, but for the college. Perhaps arrangements can be made.
Well, I mean, I'm willing to hear. I can understand a more active role would cost more, but I'm hoping you can provide me with an understanding of your services and exactly how much will get me what exactly. So we're all on the same terms.
We are
For-
the mist. We see and feel everything. We are the start and the end. From water comes all life. Any questions you have, I believe we can answer. And if it is eyes and boots, I believe we can fill the request for both. Shall I set up a mosquito hunting brigade? Or do you have a more direct request?
Well, before we get into requests, let me ask you first, how much would it cost the college for an active boots on the ground mosquito hunting group? Keep in mind, we're not asking you to endanger your agents, just supply information to the college.
Glances at Flo, who makes some sort of hand gesture that you can't quite see as it's under the table. Shall we say 10 gold a day per pair of laces?
That doesn't seem that bad, honestly. I think that's okay. That's like, assuming there's, is it the same amount of days in a year here as it is there?
Yeah.
Also
That's
depends on
10
how many
gold,
they're going
10
to provide.
gold per person. Yeah.
So I mean that would only be for boots on the ground 3,650 gold then, which
Per person.
Well, per person, 10 gold per person.
how many
Per pair of
oh
pieces, yeah.
per I thought it was just a flat per day. Okay, my bad. I get that would depend if you're willing to divulge how many people would be active in this group.
He spreads his hands. 5, 10, a dozen, 20, 50.
Okay. Now let's hang on there, buddy.
How many do you need, basically?
I mean, they're not going to be active for a whole year, though. All right, 10 gold a day for your compatriots if we choose that route. How much would it cost us just to ask questions?
That depends on the value of the answer. That's the biggest hurdle in this business. The question itself is the answer to so many questions. But one must get wet to swim.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely understand. You gotta jump over the fire before you first swim into a watermelon. Good, I got a moment to talk to my compatriots for a second.
I'm looking at her when he says it. Does she look confused?
She gestures over towards the corner for Eubricus. It appears to have not is like keeping a neutral expression.
Of course,
That's
it's a place of business. Or maybe she is familiar with the saying, "You're just not."
No, fuck you. That's not a thing. Shut up.
All right, I nod my thanks and get up, and I assume the group is coming with me.
Yeah, I'll go.
And I will mention, because I didn't specify, Flo appears to be a water genasi.
I didn't. I couldn't tell by her name being Flo.
Or the blue NPC picture avatar we got here, yeah. Going with the whole mist motif. I know when you want to join it. There you go.
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right.
I was looking at my character sheet.
All right. So yeah, I think boots on the ground would be nice, but if there's any questions we have that we think would... God damn. Are there any questions we think warrant asking them that would be more beneficial than boots on the ground?
I mean, we could just get both. We have money.
Things coming.
Probably more money than any of us can really spend in a reasonable amount of time.
I mean, that also depends on how many agents they put on this thing. 5 to 8.
I mean,
doable.
shit.
50 agents is gonna cost a lot of money down the line.
I mean, shit. We're not the ones paying for it.
No, what happens when the college starts refusing to pay, and then we're the middlemen? Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're not going to be paying for a whole year, like you said.
Hopefully not.
And I also think he was giving you options on how many you wanted.
Right. But that's my point, though. Do we just go straight with boots on the ground, or do we think there's any questions that we can ask right now that would make things easier?
Questions are likely what we need right now. Answers, I mean.
We don't know the questions to ask.
What do you mean? Don't we?
You guys have big questions that you could
Yeah,
ask.
we have questions.
But those are likely going to have expensive answers.
Right.
Yeah, well,
We still need to ask them and see the
That's
price
the
tag.
only. That's the only way we get information. We can't get something
All right,
for
so
nothing.
so then, what
Even-
are the big questions then? What do we want? What would we want to ask?
Where
I
the
don't know.
vampires at?
Show me a vampire right now. That is a good question. Or well, a good thing to think about. What do we want?
Because in my mind, boots on the ground would also
But they're
divulge
just
that
going around
information.
hunting, you know.
Unless our boots on the ground specifically, they go out and hunt vampires. Is the
I'm
impression we
pretty
got.
sure the way I took it was we go around and we hunt vampires.
I took it to be like we are on the ground and we feed information to the college.
The what did that shit mean?
And DM's just like, yes.
Yeah, man. What did it mean?
Hmm?
Don't be
They're
stupid right
they're
now.
an information network. They're not gonna go out stomping vampires.
Right.
They're
That's
gonna
what I'm
go
thinking.
out
So
and
my
gather
my
information for you.
so yeah, my thinking is boots on the ground means they would be actively feeding information to the college.
Then I guess yeah, that'd mean.
Mhm.
I do have a thing I actually want to ask them about.
Which is
Shadowblade. They might know something about that guy.
okay.
Considering I have no fucking idea.
Okay, well here's what I'm thinking. We were each given 10,000 gold. I
Yeah.
have 10,000 gold to spend on these guys. Edwin has 10,000 gold for the blue cloaks. Do the other three of you have any information you would spend your 10,000 gold of, or could we pull that into our two things?
Beato, Wugru, Cyrus.
Our party members dying.
Holy hugs
I
back
think
in the
Cyrus is
They're all
still
looking at
alive.
10,000 gold being like, what? Excuse
Yeah.
me?
What'd you say?
Sorry.
I
Sorry,
was too
look at
busy
the
looking at my
money.
money.
I'm asking if the three of you, like, we were given this 10,000 gold to procure information. Would you guys,
Yeah.
do you guys have
they-
avenues to spend this 10,000 gold to get information, or could we pull it for this or Edwin's thing?
Yeah, I'll absolutely pull like 3,000 gold pieces for this. Just for this. Because they're probably gonna need to spend the rest of it with the other shit.
But
Cyrus?
Yeah, no, I can contribute.
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. We definitely want to ask them to put boots on the ground to support the college,
Yeah, I agree.
and then maybe ask them a few questions. Like
he's,
Edwin, we can ask them your thing, and any other predominant questions we have about the vampires, maybe.
might have people moving
Unless we
in and
can't
out.
think of any. I'm sorry. What was that, Josh?
Might have people moving in and out. Things that they are paid to keep away from.
Hmm.
All right. So boots on the ground, asking about Edwin's question, and question regarding their paths for coming in and out. Was that what you meant, Wugru?
Coming in and out, people who pay to keep others away.
All right. Are there any other
Information on their other customers, basically.
Yeah. Are there any other questions we can think of at the moment that we're willing to spend money on?
Missing in a noble's house or something.
Maybe, but they seem to be. I don't know if their people are going missing or if they're converting people forcibly. Like they're not going missing. They're just forcibly changing them, right?
But they might still go missing.
It
True.
make you sick. Like the.
True, yeah.
Velociraptor.
Anybody's like getting ill.
Maybe anyone who's gotten noticeably sick and has precluded themselves like from the public eye or something.
Yeah, that'd be a question to ask.
All right. And keep in mind, we don't know what these answers are going to cost us yet.
We don't.
So, boots on the ground, Edwin's question, potential avenues for getting people in and out of the city that the vampires might be using, and if any significant individuals have gotten sick or reclusive in recent months.
Mhm.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's head back then.
Stop
Alright.
eating your fucking carrots.
Yeah, don't eat that in front of them.
Crunch.
Don't get us killed.
Over some damn carrots. Oh,
All right, I will turn, smile at Flo, and go. I think we'd be more than happy to purchase your services at a fair rate. I think we have a few questions we would like to ask, and then afterwards we can discuss a rate for putting boots on the ground. Does that work for you?
Yes.
All right.
You ask a question, I say a price, you pay it, you get an answer. Sound good?
Sounds fair. All right. Edwin, did you want to ask your question first?
Let's come out of the shadows, dear.
Also, did you guys change seats?
Yes.
Okay. Just a minor act of defiance.
Did I swap?
Yes.
I think Edwin was where you're sitting.
Could have sworn that's where I was sitting.
I'm pretty sure Edwin was there.
Was I over here then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops.
Hana, are you here?
My bad.
Immediately stole to go poop.
Anna fucking died?
Did Hana's fucking dead.
The power dump compelled her.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
big shit. Do you want a quick 5-minute break while we see what happened?
sure. Or I could. Oh, well. Oh no, Hana's gone.
That's not a shit. That's a computer crash.
That's a computer crash.
Let's give it a quick 5-minute break. I gotta pee anyway.
All right.
Fair.
Yeah. That's fine. Guys, a terrible fate has befallen me. I'm out of bourbon.
That is the worst fate.
Get some bourbon chicken instead.
I mean, yeah, that costs more money though.
But it's delicious.
Also, I don't know where I'm gonna get bourbon chicken around here.
Absolutely fair.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Debug!
Hana.
Debug!
Are you with us?
hello.
Hello?
Sorry,
Are you
I had a-
alive?
yeah, I had my power shut off for a second.
Oh no. That's okay. We're taking a 5-minute break at the moment, so you're good.
Oh.
But we were about to ask your question, but as your power went out.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys heard me. I was like talking, and I went, oh.
No, it was just quiet.
I went, oh shit, and then my fucking like everything shut off because I was like, that's weird. Why is everything being really slow? And then abruptly everything just, I was like, oh, okay.
Sometimes technology just wants to act up. Sometimes it do be like that. Yeah. Well, we're glad it wasn't a permanent problem, at least.
Yeah. That would have been shit garbage.
I don't want to work tomorrow.
Oh,
I know.
it's okay, mine. It's okay.
It's not okay. I gotta wake up and be a person? Who signs up for that?
That's rude.
What time you gotta
can't be
wake
a
up at?
person.
Not like crack of dawn early, but early enough that I don't like it.
Early enough that you're not all the way functioning yet.
Yeah. I can't complain. It could always be worse.
You're right. It can be. Allow me to help that. Start stealing more right in front of him.
Please. You gotta steal from the bad guys, not from the people who were presumably negotiating.
Yeah, I am stealing from the bad guys.
They're not
Extortionists.
necessarily bad guys. They just have shadow monsters. That doesn't mean they're bad people.
They're bad people.
Are they though?
They're extortionists.
So was I.
I know,
I used to do that all the time.
but you've never done it in front of Wooger.
That's true. I haven't committed any crimes in front of him yet.
I feel like of all the criminal organizations out there, this one's probably a lot more tame than other ones. In terms of at least murdering people.
But Carrot will
Yeah.
not kill anyone. Unless I make an improvised weapon attack.
Start chucking carrots like shurikens.
I bite a sharp end and I just start stabbing him like an assassination.
God.
If somebody casts Fireball, we can have burnt ends.
Does anyone in our group know Fireball?
Technically, not Fireball, but I got discount Fireball with my breaths and shit.
Yeah. I mean, if I roll badly enough my wild magic, I make a fireball on myself.
What if I paid to have a house built? Except the entry is like stone, and it goes all the way through the house. And when the wind really kicks up, it sounds like an Aztec death whistle on like Mega Max fucking crack.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, I'm sure you could if you want to. The question is why.
That way I'm gonna be afraid of the screaming house.
I feel like you'd have to have your entrance very specifically portioned in a way that it's like the wind hits it so it flows through that way, no? Or am I not knowing how the wind works?
That can be done. Airflow is a thing.
I mean, sure. You just pull the deck of many things card that gives you a mansion, and you specifically ask for a mansion with a death howling hallway.
A howling death hall. Never have neighbors again.
Well, I mean, I feel like if you have a mansion, half of the joy of that is that you don't have neighbors because you're so filthy rich. You just build your mansion in the middle of nowhere. You know?
You're right. It should be on a mountaintop. That way I get the most wind flow.
Yeah, but who's gonna really appreciate the wind flow in a mountaintop? Who's gonna come up there?
Nobody, but they can admire it and hear it from that distance far.
Are they gonna hear it from that distance?
Possibly. Maybe at night. Sound travels further at night.
Real. What's the page in the DMG about buying a mansion?
Like founding a city and all that shit.
I forgot the exact page number. Settlements, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, that's not for buying them. That's just like if you're a DM and you want to make a specific settlement.
Hmm.
May I ask what brought this on, though? Why? Why do you want this?
More or less because I was thinking about the secret world at the crazy death house that tries to kill you.
Is that a 5e module or a D&D module?
It's an MMO.
Which MMO?
It's ironically literally called The Secret World, and
Oh wait, is that the one that's like urban fantasy and it was like a whole bunch of mythologies formed together?
pretty much in very literal forms for some of them, which was amazing to witness. The fucking puzzling, oh my god, it's definitely not made for teens or anything. It was definitely 100% for adults, and this shit was like rapturously difficult.
I do remember hearing it. I never played it, but I do remember hearing about that game. It was definitely one of those games that was like, man, I don't have a computer that runs games well, but maybe one day I'll play that game. But I never got around to it.
There's definitely a few quests I got stumped, like figuring out Morse code or reading music or
Oh, never mind. I would have been terrible at that game. Oh my god.
yeah, it was very literal to life, like fucking full scale crazy shit.
That's like when I tried to play EVE Online and I like played for like an hour. Like, nope, too big, too crazy in scope. Can't do it. I cannot for the life of me find the DMG page
I
that let.
apologize.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
welcome back.
You pooping?
Welcome back.
We found out the issue. Hana's computer died.
Oh, Hana, are you alive?
Yeah,
Did you get zapped?
I did for a second.
That's funny. I'm glad you're okay. All right. We were just about to ask questions. Yes? Is everybody ready?
Yes, I believe so.
Then let us.
I was going to defer to Hana for the first question about the Blue Cloak Pacific query.
Yeah, I can I ask a question now. Are we all here? Is everyone here?
Yep.
I think we're all here.
Impossible.
Somebody say something if you're not here.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Josh said something. He's not here.
Well,
no, I didn't say anything. I just screamed.
But you just said something now.
Sure.
I would say, well, is it? I have a few questions. I'm willing to pay for answers as well.
Ask away.
The Blue Cloaks in this city. I heard tell their leadership has changed in the past few months. Do you happen to know anything about their change in management? A figure named Shadowblade.
300 gold.
Sure.
You want me to open my bag because you gave me your 10,000? Okay.
He approaches greedily.
I'll take out 30 platinum. And if one of the fellows comes over, I'll hand it over to them. If not, I'll just put aside 30 platinum.
Yeah, he walks over and takes it. Walks it
Okay.
up to the table.
Can't believe I'm bank now.
Shadow Blade came to power roughly a month ago.
That's in line.
There was a cash flow issue in the Blue Cloaks at the time. When the fighting settled itself, Shadowblade had restored production, and the tiefling had been run out of the city. He commands
Wow.
a great deal of respect.
Alright. Yeah, poor situation. She just says that like kind of under her breath. Well then, this shadow, so he's well respected. Is their haunt the same? The old dancing fae out by the Eldrin Lights.
100 for that question, 500 for that question, and the obvious follow.
So 600 gold.
I take that to mean yes, and I don't pay her for that one.
Oh, okay.
And I go,
You take that to
Forget
mean
that.
yes? Okay.
she said the obvious follow-up, right? Oh, well, I
Yeah.
guess that means, like, where is it? Yeah, you can pay them. We have money to spare for that.
Oh, can I pay?
Yeah,
Can I
pay them.
help?
Go ahead.
I'll,
Go ahead.
I'll-
I'm not...
Wow. All right.
Hey, it's my money, too.
I will take out 600 gold from my bag and hold it up.
Another of the same agent will walk over and take it, put it on the table, sit back down. Lo will sit.
You can say no to me if you want. You might be going back and forth a while.
Yeah.
No, they do not keep the same spot.
Now ask your follow-up.
Where is it? Where's their new spot?
While I can't give you a base of operations, Shadowblade keeps, let's call them office hours. There is a series of tunnels, the northwest end of the sewer system. Among these tunnels, before you reach the shore, there is a door. He will be on the other side of the door.
Okay. Wait, I'm writing these down. Can you say that again?
Northwestern sewer system.
Northwestern
connects to
sewer system.
A series of tunnels. As you go through the tunnels, before you reach the coast, there will be a door.
Okay. She called them office hours. Damn.
So like 9 to 5, I'm guessing.
Probably.
Yeah.
Midnight
Well,
to
not
4.
exactly that.
Oh, midnight to 4. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Gang office hours, shadowy office hours.
Midnight to 4.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Your pops. Wooger pulls out a fucking fat man and like, where'd you get that?
Oh my god. I just read a not great book recently about how one of the villains was like just running amok and like, we can't kill him though. He's always walking around with a nuke. If we kill him, we all explode.
Oh, damn.
It was not it was not a good book.
Take the nuke, shoot him.
You can't just shoot him though. He's a super cool fighter that uses glass knives and throwing spears. He was a badass.
Glass
If you
knives.
kill a killer,
I'm going on a tangent, but yeah, I'm going on a tangent. Excuse me.
Sniper rifle.
It was a bad book. I didn't like the book. I'm griping about it now.
we'll have to
I
hear more
apologize.
about your favorite book another time.
Oh my god.
Completely understandable.
Edwin, do you have any more questions for Flo?
No.
Cool.
Alright. Alright. Going back to our mosquito problem. Would you happen to be able to tell us what avenues they are taking to get in and out of the city undetected?
Not with certainty, but for 300 gold,
I
I can
do.
tell you what we use.
I mean 300 gold isn't. We could spare 300 gold, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'll take out 300 gold.
Okay. The guards along the western side of the city let anything through without checking it for 15
Oh.
gold apiece.
Some people are about to lose their jobs.
There is also quite a bit of, shall we say, wayward flying. The walls do not
So there's-
stop people from throwing levitating objects or persons. And unfortunately, not all sections are patrolled at all times. deeply fortunate for the citizens. Profitable for those with the know-how. And mosquitoes, well, they can fly and climb. Quite dangerous creatures. Infectious.
Well, most definitely. That's why we're hoping to root them out. Not just for our safety, but the safety for everyone in this city. Of course, you understand.
Like any insect, mosquitoes are attracted to dead bodies. In some cases, they need a steady supply. An honest suggestion of where to begin your search. From someone who enjoys a clean city.
We'll take that into consideration. Thank you for the tip. Alright. So based on what they use, it sounds like the cities on the western side will let through anyone for 15 gold. And there's not really an air force, so wayward flying items or individuals may be able to better bypass the walls. Alright. Final question, and then we may be open to discussing a more long-term working payment plan for continuing services. Would you be able to name for us either any nobles or people of high position powers who have either become sick or reclusive in recent months? Let's say like between now and 6 months from now. Anyone in that time frame.
In the city?
In the city.
She turns to look at the, as of yet, silent figure of the trio at the table. They do not speak, as far as you can tell, but they remain eyes locked for some time. $2,000.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, I'll take that out of my portion. Yeah, that seems. The price itself seems like it's worth it, which is a weird thing to say, but in my mind, it makes sense.
I'll give 100 platinum if I'll.
Well, no, I mean we're still working on the gold they gave us, so I still have a shit ton of gold. I can
Okay,
give over
yeah.
2,000. Yeah, we're working on the gold that they gave us at the moment, so we're still peachy. I will give over 200 platinum.
All right. She will begin to write out a list of over a dozen names.
Jesus.
On this list, you do see Isior, Gardo, Joanne,
Okay,
and
yeah,
Orva.
yeah.
However, there are quite a few names, with titles included, that you don't recognize.
Okay.
Professors in the college, mostly, but the last two names are a surprise. The
Most High of Military is on this list. And they appear to know about the Dean's injury. The Dean is on this list somehow. The Mists have already learned what befell him. Extra recent information bumps the price ticket up a bit.
Right.
But all
The
told,
mention-
there are 8 new names for you all.
Should we note the names, or is this just
I will
on a list that we
create
can?
I will create
Okay.
this list of 8 names. I do not
All right.
have all 8 of them.
The mention of the Dean here, is this based on recent events, or has he become more secluded in recent months?
He never made it home last night.
Ah, okay. Thank you for clarifying. All right, well, this has been quite illuminating so far. Thank you very much for your services. I think we're happy enough that I'd be willing to set up a boots on the ground scenario if you would be willing to keep eyes out and feed information to the College of Necromancy.
Who's the point of contact?
That is a Isior, right? I feel like he's, of everyone there, he's the person we can probably trust the most. For now, this name, I doubt this contact name will change, but at least for preliminary, Isior, the recently reestablished wizard of higher learning. Was that his old title?
Most High of Education.
Most High of Education.
Smokes a lot.
Does he smoke a lot?
Is that not why they're called Most High?
Ooh, this man.
It's like,
Somebody took the bait.
Crazy.
God.
fair to think about it, like, I don't think you knew that one.
Oh God, that's a good one.
It was.
All right. All right. But yeah, at least for now, Isior might have that contact chain, but at least at the moment, we would have you bring this information to Isior, Most High.
The exact information that is relevant to this Isior? Or should we note every passerby in the city?
I think, unless any of my compatriots would like to add anything, I'm thinking the most prevalent information are any gatherings of friendly mosquitoes in the area, any hubs that they might have.
Friendly?
To the mosquitoes.
Friendly to each other. Yeah.
To each other. Friendly to mosquitoes.
Isn't there?
And if your boots on the ground are able to uncover any active mosquitoes. Unless any of my friends here can think of any other parameters to add on to that search.
I love that we're calling them mosquitoes.
I feel like it's kind of like being subtle but not too subtle. Dealing in
It's like we all know what we're talking about.
We all know what we're talking about, but I don't know. We're dealing with an espionage group. I feel like we need it feels in theme.
And how many individuals?
feel like 5 should do the trick, right? I feel like 5 for 50 gold per day.
Mm.
You know, I have much faith in the ability of your
Are the deep pockets of the college already running low?
Oh, I was speaking more to the prowess of your agents. I thought they'd be more than capable of handling a city with between the 5 of them.
Mm.
Is that not the case?
A city is a large place, especially when looking for furtive movements.
Hmm.
One's wallet is one's own business.
So you're saying it will require more of your individuals. Alright, well, not what I was expecting.
I am a businesswoman as much as the next.
Mouths to feed and all that.
Not as such.
Hmm. How about this?
5 is what you wish, 5 is what you have. Are these 4 to your liking?
How about this? I'm gonna take out 3,000 gold and go. Because I know you got people to feed, you got people to take care of, whether you admit it or not. Let's say we'll hire on 10 people for the month. Call that 3,000 gold. And then, based on the information we're given, we'll leave it up to Isior to determine if we need more and less. Does that sound fair?
Bearman does not look out for his business compatriot.
I am under the impression that we're all in this together. And I appreciate that you got to make a living. I also want to make sure that the people of this city are safe. And I'm willing to do that, and I'm willing to pay extra for that. But if, say, this is all just an overblown issue, and that's easy, or information he's receiving isn't exactly as fruitful as he thought it would be be his discretion and his funds to decide if we need a few less people on the lookout. That's just good business, you understand.
Of course. I shall have the 10 best pairs of eyes and ears on the rooftops,
Wonderful.
streets,
I-
and in the roads.
I will take out 3,000 gold for this month, and then depending on the information ECR receives, we may or may not ask to lower that number, or if the information, is useful, perhaps we'll even ask to increase the number. Like I said, our pockets run deep, but we want to make sure that the information we're receiving is valid.
We're able to accept your first month's payment immediately, with the assurance that our representative will not be hanged when handing their report in at the end of the week.
We will make arrangements to make sure that your representative is not harassed. And I will take out 3,000 gold and hand it over.
There is now quite a large pile of money on this table.
That there is, but I feel like we got useful information out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we gotta go probably get into a fight with Shadow Boy.
Yeah, but that'll be free. That won't cost us nothing.
That'll be free.
That
It'll
won't cost us a
their
dime.
lives.
Well, I think this has been the start of a beautiful friendship. Do any of my compatriots have any last-minute questions we need to consider before leaving?
You have thieves' tools for sale.
I was living with most of you guys because I didn't know what to ask.
No.
I'll ask. I'm sure.
It
Hmm?
goes without saying, but don't come back here.
Okay.
This place is temporary.
All right. When we pass this information along and tell our man to look out for your representative, should we tell them to be on the lookout for anyone Pacific so they know who comes knocking exactly?
One more time?
I'm just asking. Do they want us to tell Easter to be on the lookout for anyone Pacific so that when they come to collect or provide information, to know specifically that this is the person from the mist?
Let him know a person will arrive who has a shadow with eyes.
Creepy, but all right.
Do I get to notice the shadows with eyes now?
Vanna, you look over at the shadow. Make me a perception check.
I have a base pass. I have a pass of a 21. Goddammit. In my fucking.
Vanna, the shadows appear normal. It's a 21. You don't know what that could mean. It's a weird, creepy thing to say.
What do you mean by this?
The hills of eyes.
What do you mean?
Damn.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I can't believe 21 ain't high enough.
Hold on. All right. I guess we're done talking to these people.
I kind of want to re-roll that.
They look normal.
I mean-
21 is good, man.
Yeah, unless you can think you think you'll roll higher, it's your prerogative.
Mm.
Yeah. It's also because of the fact that we haven't used anything, and I don't feel like it's gonna run into anything. At the,
Yeah,
until
no,
the end of the
that's-
session. Yeah.
That's totally valid. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I can't wait to be proven wrong immediately.
Immediately be thrown.
God fucking damn it.
Oh, that's painful. Oh,
Oh, wait a second. I know why it's doing that.
What do you mean, why
Reliable
it's
talent, you
doing-
rolled a 7 and a 6.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Reliable talent.
Oh.
I
Wah,
didn't
wah.
roll well. I rolled like shit, but it doesn't fucking matter. I'm a rogue.
Bummer.
It
Oh
is what
well.
It is.
Yep.
If you're all ready to head out, I'll take you back to
Yeah.
the city map.
I will thank Flo for her time, and we'll be on our way.
Brickus and Genasi, members of the Mist. Episode 2 has completed.
Wow.
Mm.
We walk out and go like, I feel like I've never spent so much money and still feel like I have a shit ton of money. This is a bizarre feeling.
Never had this much
Hey.
money ever.
Remember, some of that was my money.
Oh, I know, but I'm the one holding it.
Let's go
I stare at
spend it
you.
all at the first store we pass.
I agree. Let's go.
Woo! Let's go gambling. Let's go.
How about we?
Look,
No, we gotta go
we're right by the
see.
gate. We can just bounce. We just leave. We just
We're gonna go
go.
see a man in a sewer.
We, need-
Mm.
we also probably need to get some bags of holding because well, she can't carry
Don't we
her own
have
shit.
one?
Yeah, you have
Well,
mine.
Allow me
But-
to present you all with this option. You have to be at the sewer, but at midnight.
We have time to
It
shop.
is, it is still early afternoon. I would say it's about 2 p.m. So if you guys would like, why don't we end with you guys going looking for a magical shop?
Oh.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But where are we gonna find a magical shop in a college city?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Where am I gonna find thieves' tools?
Never. Probably.
What the fuck?
All I can think is just like I would like Steve's tools plus 10.
Plus 10. Terrifying. Be breaking to everything. No, I'm sure there's a general shop that has these tools somewhere.
I have thieves tools, but I probably just need to get better thieves tools if that's a possibility.
Maybe you can find an enchanter that can enchant these tools with a plus something.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, the plus 10 just because I was playing fucking No Winter Nights and that's what I found randomly.
You've randomly found a plus 10 thieves tools in Neverwinter.
Yep.
Dad. Video games be crazy.
It's because it's not enchanted, it's 3.5.
Yeah. I've never played 3.5.
At least it's a lot more clear what's happening than when I was playing of Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
Mm. How do we feel about splitting the party? Because I kind of want to get this information to ECR. And I don't
I
need
mean-
to buy
Do it.
anything.
Again, we have to be there at midnight. We have plenty of time.
Right, we have time, yeah.
So we don't need
Right.
to split anything. We just go
So-
by, go there.
I suppose.
Do it.
But then the DM can't kill me while I'm alone.
He won't be able to kill you then either. It won't even
That's
matter.
true. That's true. He can't kill me anyway. It's fine.
He could barely kill me.
I burn with
Damn.
fury.
I can't believe the DM can't kill anyone. Wow.
Well, he did kill me once.
Yeah, but you came back. You were fine.
Got better.
You got better.
I remember he was like, Misty, step out, and I was like, I can't see. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
see.
right. I remember that. I remember that.
I can't see. I'm dead.
Damn. Couldn't be me though. They can't kill me.
I'm kind of just looking around and saying like, is there even enchanted thieves tools anywhere?
Maybe. Oh, let's find a magic shop.
Yeah, no, I was like looking in general. Like the only thing I found was somebody's like fucking homebrew of magical thieves tools, which
I mean,
does not affect the PCA picking a lock by second level. Increases by 1 for every level the spell cast above second.
that's up to DM preference if there's an enchanter that can specifically add pluses to these tools. But let's find a magic shop and go from there.
Yeah,
Do that
No, I was-
next session.
yeah, that's why I was like saying it out loud because I thought our session was done. And I just realized like, looking around, I don't see this exist anywhere.
Yeah, I don't. It definitely doesn't. It's not a raw thing.
You gain expertise dice and checks made to conceal them.
All right. So are we able to find a magic shop, or is that going to be for next session?
We'll do that next time.
Okay, I got you. Okay. If that, I might have missed it. If you said that
I
before.
want to prepare a new list
All
of
right.
magical offerings for you guys, and who's to say who might be there?
Maybe we'll figure out why she did or did not remember who she was in that other city.
Bigger than a bowl of oatmeal.
It'd be amazing if we
Yeah.
did it again, too.
Well, in that case, thank you very much for running, Nate. It was a lot of fun.
I'm very happy to. I hope y'all enjoyed. Why don't we say, instead of you guys immediately going looking for a magic shop, you went back to the safe house and let Isior know about
Sure.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, he was one of the group that went to the safe house we were at previously.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
him, Ruva,
Okay.
and Gonel.
All right.
The three most
Yeah,
eccentric.
I will let him know I made him the contact point for ongoing information from the Mist. And hopefully he's okay with that because I trust him and I think he's a good guy.
We
Great
can
guy.
trust him.
And then I will pass along the information that I received from the Mist, being potentially where people can gain access into the city, that vampires may require a constant source of dead bodies, any potential vampires, not the Dean because he's essentially covered.
He's been cleared.
He's been mostly cleared based on what the Mist said was the sketchy stuff. And the nature of the contact who will approach Isior.
Bet.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind Isior, but I figured you'd probably, of us, be in the city longer than we would in case this is a long-term investigation. And I trust you with being the contact for them. I feel like of everyone we could or could not meet, that you are very trustworthy.
Well, I appreciate your faith, Brickers.
But yeah, I'm guessing some of this information you may want to pass along to the High Justice, especially that one concerning the guards and how people are just able to fly into the city.
Pile of magical brooms we have probably points to that too.
Like, it's like, oh yeah, well we have more guards posted than any other city, except the Abjuration College at Guard Fort. And it's like, oh yeah. Oh, but you mean living people, right? Living people who are on watch, keeping an eye out, right? No.
Definitely living dead people. I mean, people.
Unliving. I mean, they have eye. Oh wait, they don't have eyes.
Not that I advocate for people losing their jobs, but it seems like the folks on the western side might need to be replaced with zombies if they're just letting anyone in for 15 gold.
God damn.
You know, normally I don't snitch, but it is like a matter of life and death. There's vampires out on the loose.
You're right, though.
Any questions for us, EC, or can I trust you'll get this information to the right people?
He'll do his best, and we'll see what that is next time
Ah!
on the
Yep,
Dormant Nexus.
And I'll of course hand over the list of people who have been increasingly sick or reclusive in the last 6 months, and give the caveat of the Dean being like, that was just from last night's incident, and highlight the name Otude as a suspicious person that may require more digging into.
He's the highest ranked person on the list.
Highest or third most high?
So, besides the people that you already know are vampires or are EC or the Dean, he's the highest ranked of the people on the list. He is the third most
Of the people on the
popular.
list. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, I hand that list over to ECR.
Dope and sick. Alright, I do have to be up rather early, so I'm gonna.
Okay,
hit
yeah,
the
we can
hay.
call it. Yeah.
Y'all have a good rest of
Have
your
a good night.
Yep.
Yes,
Thank
well.
you
Good luck.
very much
Thank you for playing,
again.
guys.